Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
Ka-choo.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
A little bitch drink or something.
Oh, hey, how we doing?
I
so good.
swear I'll put my
We're
clothes on
officially-
right now.
Officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 183. I'm feeling confident about that. All right, we did it. I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me, Pan Cheesy, Rick Dom, Fabster 360, and we are back in full effect. All four members. Let's get a virtual fist bump going, guys. How you guys feeling?
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm feeling
we
great.
did it. I know. I was
He
so
told-
missed last week, and I missed you guys, so I'm so glad.
Yeah.
We told Fabio that we were gonna do Mezco without him, and he just fucking
Let me get my car.
flipped out. He
think I
couldn't
did-
take it.
You couldn't
I think I
take
did a grimace emoji or a pained groan emoji.
it. So yes, not a lot that happened this past week, but
No.
we have all officially seen the Batman, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice.
So
The Batman.
we can look forward to a pretty in-depth conversation about that at least, but there is some news to get through. But first and foremost, how have you guys been over this past week? Anything exciting or funny or pivotal that you want to share?
Oh my.
Pete,
We're opening it up.
you got anything?
How are you feeling?
The most
Biggest thing.
interesting thing about my week is I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good.
You sound a lot better once
Thank
again.
you. I actually have a doctor's appointment on Monday to see if I'm like all clear, and then I'm gonna start sending shit out, baby, in the mail. Very excited.
I'm putting
so-
it
waiting.
live on everything once again. Got it.
True. Well, I spit and coughed on everything before, and then I said, wait a second, maybe that's not a good idea. So I'm very excited to go ahead and get the first wave or the first couple of waves of Dynamic Dusties out to people.
Nice.
So everybody who's paid, if I'm all good, come Monday, expect some shipping stuff super soon. In terms of, so that's pretty great. I feel good. I think we were talking about it earlier this week, but like I still get fatigued and stuff. But Rick, you said that's gonna be with me for like forever, or something like that.
That was with me for like, I'm even gonna front like 6 months.
Crazy. I truly regret
and-
getting a place with stairs now.
And like not to alarm anyone, but my brother still has like long-lasting COVID effects, and we got that shit in 2020, baby.
Oof. Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
so
long
he-
COVID
he's-
really sucks.
Yeah, he still has breathing problems and shit like that.
That's
At
rough.
least he's like a really fit person, so he don't got to worry. But I'm fat, so
Yo, me too.
I can't be playing those kind of games, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
too fat.
It's wild because like I'll be fatigued, but then like I'm still getting over pneumonia too. So like all that shit is just like it just sucks. But I'm glad to be feeling better for sure.
You got to go the sort of like holistic route, man. You got to get you some stuff to kind of boost your
For real.
Immune system and
Yeah.
boost your energy and shit like that, man.
Have you looked into healing crystals?
I actually do have a couple of healing crystals. I actually summoned a water nymph and a tranquility circle just the other day, so I think I'm pretty
excellent.
good.
You're well on your way.
I called upon the powers of Bool and Ghoul just earlier today. So
maybe the Hex girls can come and give you a nice little Wiccan cure. Not witches, they're Wiccans.
Going to all those local vegan restaurants to get locally sourced meals.
In terms of something funny, this is funny to everybody but me. We got something at work. It was an old piece of wood that had like vinyl on it, and they wanted to change the vinyl. And they're like very adamant. They're like, you guys can't redo it. It needs to be this wood. Like it's some sentimental value attached to this wood. I have no idea. But like, so like we took the vinyl off, and there was like ghosting where the vinyl was, which is where like the adhesive was still there, and like the sun damage had just like messed it up. So you can still see all the words, right? I spent 3 full work days sanding and restaining this stupid piece of wood. Shout out to my boss. I know you're listening. Because like on his advice, and then clearly halfway through the first redo, he was like, "Man, I really thought that would work. I really don't know what I'm doing here. So we're just going to keep on trying." I'm like, "What?" So I finally finished it. I stayed a little late today at work. I finally finished it up today, and it was the exact same finish the first time around I did it. And then he was like, "Looks good." Bro, this is my 3rd or 4th time refinishing this thing, and it takes hours to sand this thing down. It sucked. It's the worst shit ever. Earlier this week, I was so mad about it, but now I'm looking back, and it's truly funny. It's the worst. But that was my week. Is pretty uneventful. What about y'all?
Mm-hmm. Nothing really exciting for me this past week. It was pretty calm week. I'm just pacing myself. Next week is my birthday, so
Hell yeah.
That's
Yep.
what I'm talking about. Where we going?
no.
Legos, Turks and Caicos? Where we going, man? Come on.
No, Boog and I are going out to Carmine's again.
Right.
Mamma mia.
I am trying to get this trip going to Florida.
I want to go there.
Maybe the week after. I don't know, but yeah, for my birthday, I honestly don't really want to do anything. Really, I just want to hang out.
I'm
Have
with
some
you,
drink.
man. I didn't want to do shit last year on my birthday.
Getting old.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Boog because my birthday is it's like 2 days before his, so it's on Wednesday, and it's a weird kind of weekend to even try to do a party because it's also St. Patrick's Day weekend. So I'm still trying to figure out if I just want to like have people over for dinner and then maybe go hit the bars after, or I don't even know if I want to do it next weekend because St. Patrick's Day. So
yeah,
figuring that out, but just been busy with work this week. It's been like all night shoots. So it like starts in the afternoon and then we're out by like midnight. Except today, the reason I was able to make it on is because we had a kind of half day. They gave us a really short little schedule, and it's the same show that I did last night. So I went from like midnight, 1 o'clock last night, back in at noon today, and it's been nice. It's been good work lately.
That's good, man. I'm glad you're consistently working and rubbing elbows with cool people.
Not like 80% of this job is just showing up.
Yeah.
That's true in life too, I want to say.
Yeah. How about you, Rick?
Man, it's really funny because I had I think it was literally last night. I had the weirdest dream that involved Poncho that made me wake up upset.
Let's go.
I had a dream that for some reason, Dream Rick over here flew all the way to South Carolina, to Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
And I just popped up on Poncho's address. I'm like, "Yo, man, what's up? I'm here." And Poncho's like, "Hey, man, like, you really got to call ahead of time."
Hell yeah. How very un-Filipino of me.
He's like, He's like, you really can't just be showing up here like this. I was like, but you said you'd take me to Bojangles. and like, I swear to God, I woke up and I was like, man, fuck that dude didn't take me to Bojangles. I'm like, wait, that's not real. I had to
I didn't go
remember that
there.
it never. I swear to God, I woke up and I was like, dude, Poncho's a fucking dick. Take me to Bojangles. And like I had to remember, like, oh, that's not a memory. That was just a dream. Never. I had to like tell myself like that didn't happen. It was so
No,
vivid.
that sounds like one of the dream sequences from Dune. It's just a premonition, you know.
One of these days, I'm gonna head to fucking either Sumter or Charleston.
Oof, don't go to
And
Sumter.
I'm gonna
Fucking
beg
Rick
for Bojangles.
Atreides,
We
the
all gonna meet
Muad'Dib.
up. We all gonna meet up in a Bojangles, huh?
Hell
Yeah,
yo.
It's fitting.
Bowberry biscuits, man. Let me tell you.
man, gotta go down, man. Yeah, it was that, and I was really pissed off today because somebody pulled a switcheroo on me like they did on Fabio a few weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Stayed home all day. I knew Atticus Doom was gonna be here. And guess what? Nobody fucking came, and they said that I didn't answer the door. And I'm Atticus Doomless.
Oh no, you've been Atticus doomed.
Man.
You know what? That actually reminds me. I set my Atticus Doom to hold at FedEx because I knew I was going to be working today.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm going to actually stop on my way home right now and go pick mine up.
That's the move. That's a true big brain move.
I was not about to. I was burned way too hard last time. They have completely lost my trust. I am forever just holding it at the store.
They reversed, man. They reversed those COVID rules where they were just dropping that shit. And these dudes, they just don't give a fuck. They don't want to get out of their truck and get a signature. They're like, oh, fuck this. I should have known better. But I put it to hold at a location because I'm not playing that game again. So yeah, I got it. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have Atticus Doom, but it's not the greatest day. First, Poncho betrayed my Bojangles trust. And then I'm Atticus Doomless. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna stun on the podcast tonight.
Wait, which one is Atticus Doom again?
It's the short guy
with the skull face. Yeah.
Dude, I hope.
How does he look?
He's got the turban.
Oh, the turban. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
With the lock. Gotcha.
Really hope that Atticus Doom accessory pack comes with a second claw, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm saying, dude.
That's really
I would love
cool.
that a lot.
Trying to double claw it.
They don't call him Crabman for nothing.
Exactly. Trying to put the clamps on someone.
You know, I need to have ever since Shui Toys showed it to me. I need to have a Dr. Zoidberg.
True.
I just need to.
Shui Toys, a man of myth.
You all have
Zoidberg.
Zoidberg.
And I'm his friend Jesus.
I feel like there's been a lot of like kit bashes recently. Maybe that's because there hasn't been like a lot of shit like actually coming out that people just been a little bored. So it's been a lot of like cool kit bashes and stuff. But I don't know.
There's been a lot of kit bashing I've been seeing, especially on the A.C.B.A page. People posting up these figures. I'm like, what the fuck figure is this? They'll be like, oh, yeah, well, I took the hair off of this girl, and then I put it on this, and then I took the thighs from this character, and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah, people are getting wild with these things, man. What happened to a good old-fashioned head swap? God damn.
Right.
I forget what it was. I think somebody posted some character that was like wearing shorts, some like female character.
Yeah. I just thought about that. Who was that?
I was like, what the fuck? When he said what his recipe was, I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here. He was like, I kept the hips and the waist from this one figure, and then I took the top half of another, and then I popped the hair off. I was like 1,000 steps. I was like, dude, I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
I'm not Julia Childs, bro. I'm just a guy trying to make a figure.
Well, but then there's the other way where a head swap is advertised as a full custom.
That is true.
Sorry, Boog, what you were saying?
No, I was just saying, like P said, like, you know, I haven't really advanced far beyond a good head swap, you know, or clothing swap, at least with, you know, Mezco stuff. But yeah, I'm actually looking for that picture of the female. I really want to remember who that was and what that was.
It's
It
funny
looked,
because
it looked
I
so
can't.
organic too. It looked really good.
Yeah, I can't. It's funny because I can't remember it now, but I swear to God, when I saw it, I was like, "Damn, this looks so good!" Like I thought it was just a ready-made figure. I thought to
Hmm
myself, somebody with like shorts and like they had the full thigh out type of
He
deal, and I
used,
was
he
like,
The
used
full
the
thigh.
sandals from the Katie figure. I do remember
"That's what
that.
it was." Yeah, he used the fucking sandals. I was like,
Significant.
"What the?" It was a
Wow. Okay.
crazy shit.
But yeah. All right. Well, we all made it through the week. We here. Let's jump into the two topics that we actually have.
Right.
All two of them.
Wait,
Yeah.
but Pancho, you're gonna have to provide the visual aids because
That's fine.
I'm on my dashboard here.
That's fine with me. So yeah, let me go ahead and start screen sharing with y'all. Let's see.
Hell freaking yes. Wait, I mean, it would have been a natural transition. We were talking about Kit Bashes and Atticus Doom. We can get right into Mezco, huh?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We're calling this Mezco Mondays mobile right here with me on the 405 currently
This guy, Mezco Monday Mobile.
on a Friday
All
of
right.
all days.
I was about to say, isn't it Friday?
Yes, it is a
Well-
Friday, believe it or not.
I honestly forgot today was Friday.
You and me both, brother.
All right, okay.
So yeah, all right, cool. Don't worry, I got my GPS on. I'm attentive. This is as if you guys are the passenger here, right next to me in the car, and not this deli tray full of crafty that they were going to throw out.
Well, Fabio, you collect Mezco, so you clearly drive a Tesla. So you're safe.
Oh, dude, I don't even believe this, but I got stuck behind a slow Tesla driver this morning on my way in. I'm like, has this ever happened to anyone?
I've only seen
Anyway,
Teslas
all right,
parked.
cool.
They're like, you know how
I'm at
much it would
Target.
cost for me to fix this fucking car if I messed it up, bud? Fucking
I'm
slow lane.
actually currently asleep and autopilot is on.
In your body and your car that you're
Who
talking.
was this one?
This is Babs Gordon by a guy named Alex Garcia.
Here
Oh,
we go.
Alex Garcia. Oh, my man. Alex Garcia.
I saw that. That's really good.
I was like, damn, man, he gave the recipe. There's like literally 5 figures on this fucking thing.
Incredible.
I was like, I
Alex
can't.
Garcia is like one of my go-to people. Custom heads and stuff. Like he's painted all of my Mayshelf stuff.
Hell yeah.
But to answer your question,
sent it
Pancho,
over to
yes, I do drive a Tesla because I sold off my entire 15-year collection of other cars to afford it.
Okay.
Incredible.
Real quick before we get into Mezco, let's talk about these super chats real quick. First of all, the man, the myth, Bo Biggs hit us with $20. Thank you so much, man.
Bo Biggs, I love him.
Hell yeah.
And real quick, in case nobody recognizes irony, because there are people out there, I drive a Nissan. Okay, I do not drive a Tesla.
And then not to be outdone, the Fat Man 69, greatest username ever, said, "Can't wait,
Yes.
boys. Another night to talk about ugly, awkward McFarlane figures and the hunchback, huge rib cage, long limb creatures. I mean, Batman figures. Incredible. Can't wait."
Yeah, there is a McFarlane one we should talk about if it's not already on the docket. But yeah, we'll get there. Remind me.
I got DCU on here.
There's plenty. Okay, good. There's plenty to fulfill that. Thank you, Fat Man.
There is so little to talk about this week. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's talk DCU.
You know what, Todd? You do get a day in the sun, pal.
Yeah, that is the big movie news too. Is the Warner Brothers slate all getting pushed back?
That's very true. All right, Fabio, take us away. What's good? What's good with this Batman?
The Batman.
True.
But speaking of 2022 superhero movies and their corresponding merchandise, Mezco, as advertised, has dropped a pre-order. Rob Pattinson, the Batman.
The Batman, attorney at law.
That's him. And so they teased this back at Toys Fair a few weeks ago, and here he is. Yeah, pretty soon. Makes sense that they would have waited for the actual movie to drop, given the accessories are, some plot items, some, not really spoiler, I guess. None of them are really, plot devices, but as far as things equipment he uses throughout the movie.
Maybe one accessory.
Yeah, the floaty suit. What do
The
you
wing
call
suit.
it?
Oh yeah,
What do we
the squirrel suit.
the wingsuit? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. That was to me. I was like, okay, that's where the price tag's coming in. So they got this whole like bag they got to put them in. That's a whole bunch of fabric. That's on top of everything else. So I think this is why the price is, what it is, 125, which was what, like $13 more than Snake Eyes was, but with like a pretty comparable accessory set. I think probably like 20, $30 alone are from the wingsuit though.
What would you
So
say
I can
to
understand.
people that would say that this wingsuit takes about as much fabric as a trench coat, but then the
Yeah.
trench coat doesn't really add that much to the price tag?
Well, I guess, yeah, maybe not 20, $30, but if the $13 difference, maybe that's where it's coming from Snake Eyes, because the rest of the accessories pretty comparable. I mean, Snake Eyes had more hands and stuff, but this one at least has more heads, where Snake Eyes had like one
More
head.
heads?
So
no head.
yeah, so more heads. Oh, I heard that. I think I heard that.
I was really confused. I thought the bat signal was for sure going to be part of this, and I thought it was.
Yeah, because it's
since
in the
they had that
publication.
one image with
Yeah,
the
that
bat
would have been cool.
signal.
That would have been cool.
I would've liked
would have
that,
really
but-
liked it. But
I
It
thought
would be
that's what
kind of
he-
neat if they end up releasing that with a Gordon to correspond with the previous comic Gordon that had a bag signal.
can you imagine the
that'd be
only way you
interesting.
get bat signals is Gordon now?
Yeah, because who else?
Yeah, who else?
I could see that, but then I could also see in Gordon like being having a really like soft head sculpt. I don't know.
True. I can see that too.
I'd like to see it. I mean, we really don't know how deep they're going to go with the Batman.
Yeah.
There's plenty of characters. I mean, given how the popularity of the movie, there has to be some conversations as to like, okay, now that we've seen the response, and it was kind of the same thing with Zack Snyder Justice League. They obviously had that Flash in the works,
Mhm.
for a while, a prototype at least, and then put it in that 3-pack with the new Batman and the black suit Superman. And I think the answer to the question, are they going to do Zack Snyder Justice League, was like, well, let's wait and see how the movie does. And given that it was, in Todd McFarlane numbers, the #1 movie of 2021 by HBO numbers, it makes sense. Like, they would capitalize on that popularity and then put up the pre-order. And it's basically the same time frame. Around this time last year, we were putting up, we had the pre-order for the Zack Snyder Justice League, which also came out in March. And it was a year out, and we're still waiting for that. So, yeah, this one is also a year out as far as a pre-order. But it's not an exclusive. It's obviously available at other retailers and everything. So this is one that I could see being made in pretty high quantities, given it's Batman, given the popularity of the movie, and how many retailers are going to be able to put pre-orders down on it. That I'm personally not going to pre-order it. I'll just wait for it to come out. Because it's not an exclusive. I don't really need to put money down, tie it down right away. I can just wait for it to come out, and my plug will have it.
It makes sense.
Wow. Some plug talk, huh?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I do with any
I went ahead
non-exclusive.
I went ahead and pre-ordered this just because it was like going to be super cheap. So I had some rewards dollars,
Yeah, that's a good point.
and so I went ahead and pre-ordered this. But I actually felt a little, I don't know. I felt like I shouldn't have after the fact. I felt like I could have just got it through Big Bad Toy Store or whatever, and take my dollars for something else that I really wanted. But I don't know. Overall, I think it's actually kind of weak, and I'm kind of anticipating Mafix or one of the other companies doing one that is going to clearly be more articulated, because this chest looks like it's going to be Gambit all over again,
Oof.
Hopefully it's a little more pliable, just not as like thick, but yeah, it's definitely going to be like a single kind of chest armor piece, which is, something that they do a lot. And I think one of the third-party things we'll talk about has a piece that is from 3D printers, where that's kind of the way they get away with that. Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point.
Does
We'll see.
the bat symbol on the chest, is it removable? I didn't even really look into that.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's a solid piece. Yeah, there's people saying that it would have been cool and I agree. It would have been cool if they found a way to actually be able to make the batarangs storable on the chest, and then you get away with the fact that it is a solid piece because it has the gimmick.
I could see Figure Arts definitely doing that, at least. Maybe Mafix too. But yeah, in terms of just having a really posable version of this Batman, I think it might have been better if I just held out for an import version. But I am kind of interested in using the unmasked head on some other plainclothes body or something like that. But overall, I think the head sculpts are really soft too.
Yeah, you can make a pretty good drifter version of this with just a kit bash of a Black Skull Death Brigade or something.
Right, something like that. But especially considering that it looks like it's just the head sculpt, not the whole head and neck combo, so it'll be easier to swap with more stuff. But yeah, man, I think even the masked head sculpts look a little soft and maybe not quite like Robert Pattinson, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
This one doesn't really look like him. This
that could be anybody.
Gritted
that could
teeth
be Fabio.
scowl thing. But I do like that. Yeah, this is kind of strange.
That's crispy.
This is odd. This seems like something that this is pulled from concept art or something, because there's no way they saw the movie and they were like, yeah, we got to do that.
We got to do that particular face gesture, that particular expression.
So would have been nice if he had a yelling face, honestly. So
yeah.
Even in the interrogation with Riddler.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. That should have been the face. But I don't know, Boog. I think this is good.
They seem like they never want to take risk with the head sculpts, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
they got a formula.
I mean, where I'm at with this, I'm the worst person you could ask about this because as far as movie figures go, I don't. It doesn't matter if it's Mezco or anybody else. Honestly, I just don't feel the need to buy these movie figures because if I did, I just want the Hot Toys because I really don't mean to offend anyone, Marvel Legends, Mezco, anyone, but these don't even compare.
That's offensive.
If you look at the pictures of the Hot Toys Batman, it's fucking unreal. That
is true.
Yeah. I just don't want to get into movie stuff in general, but I don't think this one looks bad, and the price is.
But if you did, Hot Toys would be the move.
That's so crazy, and if those motherfuckers are going to do a Batmobile, nuts.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, they did the same thing with Dark Knight. Dark Knight got all of his vehicles, Yeah,
that dude loves doing Batman's vehicles, man. Shout out to Howard. But yeah,
keep letting him. I say we keep letting him.
It'd be nice if they update a little bit. I hope it's early enough to where he could still maybe fix the faces a little bit. This looks pretty cool. This looks pretty nice.
Well, this is all Photoshop, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's plenty of time.
I mean, they changed the Thanos head sculpt before it even dropped for pre-order. So, yeah, I mean, if I definitely agree that I would prefer because there's already one basically gritting face, so the other one seems redundant. It's like having his eyes looking in two different directions. It's okay, I guess it's a different expression, but it's the same one, but the other way. I don't know. So yeah, a yelling one I think I would prefer. And as far as the accessories go, if we get into the little accessories, he's got the 4 different versions of the grapnel launcher, and then he's got the little adrenaline shot that goes into his leg or whatever. I'm trying to remember because I can't see the image.
The hat trick, if he has a hatch on his leg that opens up. Clearly, he will not have that, but that would have really put it over the top. That would have been sick.
That that would have been advertised. That would have been a call out on one of these pictures.
Surely,
real adrenaline injecting action. He's got cuffs. What else? What is that gun?
Stuffed up. I don't know. No, I'm getting it confused with Dark Knight. I was like, that's the stuff that has the bombs that he blew the windows out to kidnap that guy from Hong Kong. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is cool. I'll just wait for it to hit. We'll see how we even feel about this movie a year from now. You know what I mean? That's what's tough about
Right.
these movie things too, is that if they don't hit, I mean, McFarlane, for all his faults, he's got the figures for the movie out as the movie is in theaters. Like
Sure.
you can't. That's
For sure.
how it should be done, of course. So something like this, anything more premium, there's some waiting around to do. So I feel like I personally still love Zack Snyder Justice League, and I think about it fondly. I haven't changed my opinion on it since then, but there's definitely people who are probably tied down for that as well and don't even care about it anymore.
Sure.
Just because it's been a year.
Yeah. Like
So, not in a hurry, but probably going to be getting this.
Like King Bard said,
100% going to be getting
with
this.
$5. He said Mez slow. Incredible. What a burn.
That's it. Shit, man, dude, we're still waiting for if they're ever going to do the Black Widow figures. All we saw was I don't think we're waiting anymore. I think that bus has clearly left the station, but hey, that happens.
Happens, baby.
But
All right. So there was Batman. Was there something else Mezco teased or dropped?
So there's a drop. There's a slug. Poncho, go on my Instagram.
Okay. All right, hold on. You said there was a drop.
So everybody got their starting to get their Atticus Doom, myself included, in moments. And he comes with people had him in hand before because he was one of the contest prizes, but the people who got it as part of the contest prize didn't get the mini comic included with it. So when people who actually ordered it got it in hand, Shui Toys in particular texted me, DM me a bunch of pictures of the mini comic, and inside, of course, is the new Slugfest ad, which on the bottom left had that QR code, which at the time didn't direct to anything, but since has been updated to be like a splash page where it says come back March 18th. So next Friday, a week from today, there's going to be a Slugfest drop, and then the new items are listed there on that Instagram picture. Go back a couple pictures, Poncho.
Sure.
So on my birthday, they're gonna drop something.
That's right. So the three new ones, really, two new ones and one kind of reissue. On the left, if you go to the next picture, I think it's the first one.
Whoopsie.
Whoops. That's Atticus Doom himself. Yeah, okay, so the first is an Atticus Doom Magical Enhancement Kit. Because, sometimes sorcerers have performance issues. So, speculation, of course, is it's going to be like a special magic effects pack for Atticus Doom and maybe your other sorcerer Mezco characters. Maybe recolors of spell effects we've gotten with, say, Doctor Strange, or some of the new ones with Dr. Fate, or with this new Atticus Doom, or maybe something that will be soon included with Constantine when he comes out. But again, different color or just a different way of giving it to you if you didn't get those. And I think this may solve the problem that a lot of people were having as far as I want the magic effects from Atticus Doom, but I don't really want to drop on the figure. So boom, here you go. Maybe this will fix that.
Yeah, for sure. I saw a lot of people that were interested in picking this figure up just so they could have the effects for their Doctor Strange and stuff. So yeah, that'll solve that. This
clause.
Yeah,
will be
I think that's
something semi-new from Mezco as we wait for the 999 other pre-orders that are pending.
And with Slugfest drops, these are usually in stock, shipping right away. So hopefully we will also have this next week. Atticus Doom, I just got I'm picking it up right now, but I also got the Double Trouble weapons pack shipping out. So once, I assume over the coming week, they finish shipping that out, they'll be ready to ship these new drops right away. Because guess what? The Rumble Society stuff, they don't got to wait around to ship them. They can just do it whenever they want, even if it means delaying your favorite licensed property.
Exactly. That's good and bad. That's the bittersweetness of Mezco is that usually this shit ships right away, but you're left with a kind of sour taste in your mouth because you're still waiting for the shit that you really, really want, like 89 Batman and Mr. Freeze, all that good shit.
When this new Battinson dropped, I was like, oh man, I hope this pre-order is within the year, and that then there's a good chance it'll drop before 89 Batman, and I would just love that. I don't know. A, because we get it concurrent, in the year that the movie released, but also because we can just keep this meme going forever.
You imagine.
Forever as well. All right, so that was
Um,
Mezco. What else we got?
No, there's a couple more items here. Go to the next one, Punch.
Okay.
Multicolor glow-in-the-dark skulls.
Oh,
12 of
Christ.
them, $25. Multicolor. They glow. We've had glowing skulls. We've had color skulls. What about two great tastes that taste great together?
Oh my god.
All right.
All right. Okay. And then go back to the first picture because I didn't get a solo shot of it. But on the bottom right there, it's the return of Baker's Dozen. Not to be confused with Return of the Baker's Dozen, which was, Baker's Dozen Series 2, essentially. This is a reissue of the original Baker's Dozen.
Mhm.
So for people who missed out on that, or who didn't get two, like they have with every accessory kit since then, yeah, I'll be getting another one of these for sure. That's it for Mezco themselves. But if you get to
7 times over, Fabio, why do you need another one of those? You have all the Punishers. What do you need that for?
well, so they go inside the Hazard Squad command center, of course.
Oh, definitely buying that Atticus Doom enhancement set. But, yeah, I think that's right. I think that's where I'm drawing the line. Especially
all I
if it's
really need from that enhanced. All I need from the Atticus Doom accessory kit is another crab claw because I didn't get two.
No, I was gonna. As long as it has a claw, I don't care what else it comes with. Because I would pay $20 for another claw. So $35.
Right?
Hey man, you know what? You're upsetting me. First Bojangles, now this.
Yeah, first Bojangles.
He's never gonna let you live down Bojangles.
No.
Never. Dream you is fucked, man.
All right, so we got Baker's Dozen, we got the Atticus Doom Expanse Pack, the Skulls. Battison is on pre-order, and we waiting for everything else. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And one more tangential. It's technically a third party, but we'll see some familiar face. It's the link I sent you in the chat.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. So this is interesting. This is super interesting. VC Toys box right now. My good friends who are sending me a replacement ink blot hat, hopefully, have this new pre-order up for, I don't even know what he's called. It's like DMZ Toys something or other. It's this dude. It's like a Stealth Ops guy. Oh, yeah? Okay. There was a logo there at some point. But, yeah, so what we're seeing here, it looks to be a Black Skull Death Brigade body with new knee pads, with one of the Figure Gear 3D, like, vest designs, some, like, new guns, a new, like goggles head, but with the Doc Nocturnal skull head.
Scandalous.
This is wild. So did these guys just buy? I'm not sure. I haven't checked the pre-order link, but hopefully, if it's like $50-$60, I mean, this is a good army builder. If it's anything more than that, just like you might as well get a Mezco.
It's like 80.
80, basically a black skull then.
I think this thing is like $80-$90.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh man, hell no.
Oh, it's a deposit. The deposit is $20, so it's 70.
Oh.
It's 70.
70. Well, 70.
It's like teetering the line of like.
Here comes the compromise.
I don't know. If you want to make a squad, you got to get minimum 3 of these.
Yes.
So
yeah.
And
I already have 5 black skulls, and they're not terribly difficult to find on aftermarket. If you're willing to pay the extra $30 above this, let's say, for an authentic one.
Just really curious what body's under there.
It straight up looks like the Gomez body, but if you look at the wrist peg there, he doesn't have a black underbody. He has a flesh tone.
Yeah.
It
even looks like the Mezco hand sculpts. This looks like they just jacked the whole shit. Yeah.
Those are the straight up Black Skull hands. Yeah, the boots too, which are originally I think one of the Daredevil boots. So yeah, I mean this is all kinds of kit bash. I don't even know if it's the same soft goods. It kind of looks like the same pants. They just have those knee pads there, which are like almost like the Ghostbuster knee pads or whatever, or like wrist elbow pads.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just a little elastic.
There's nothing
where are
better
these
than when
people
these
based?
Chinese companies don't give a shit.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is China, huh?
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, look at this.
Gotta be,
This
right?
is what interests me the most. Okay, yeah, you can get all those, bootleg Mezco parts, but they just straight up like bought the STL file from Figure Gear 3D, and they're just going to business.
Yeah, he sold the STLs, and then I
Yeah,
think he
yeah.
had an open license for it too. I believe so,
Yeah.
where people could just sell it.
So I'm wondering, if he knows about this or whatever. If this is one of these people, or is it a KO of a KO of someone else's STL file? Who knows, man? This is just weird.
It's crazy. And the unfortunate thing is like if if that guy does like catch any sort of feelings, it's like there's nothing he can do. He set it as an open license. So
Right.
this is exactly
I'm
what
wondering
happens. Some
about
Chinese
Mezco,
guy
though,
sees your
too.
shit as open license and they're like, fuck yeah, they start rubbing their hands together and contacting a factory.
And it's not even just that. It's that like the big companies can't catch these guys. What fucking hope do you have?
Yeah.
Like, that's when it sucks. Like, dude, Hasbro can't stop these dudes making fake Transformers. Like, can't stop them using your head sculpt. Like, it's fucked.
Well,
Another thing is that they actually look like good. I guess we'll see when it looks in hand, but
It doesn't
it
look
actually
bad.
looks like from the OG figures.
Yeah, it looks good right here for sure. But I don't know. We don't know what this quality is gonna be like.
what's the
Yeah,
ink blot
that
like?
that helmet head does interest me though with the goggles. That is kind of cool. That's like the
Mhm.
only piece I don't recognize for something else. And the guns, I guess, are a little more like tactical, you know.
Well, you have ink blot. What's that like?
Inkblot is fantastic. It is honestly going to make some top 10 lists this year. I can already see for people outside the 112 soft goods game,
Mhm.
but it
Are
is
these by the same
a
people?
little soured. No.
Oh, okay. Never
Felix
mind.
Toys did the Inkblot. This is a
Oh.
whole new company, a brand new LLC established on Jamaican shores or something, to create this one figure.
I see.
There was the Leatherhead or Killer Croc or whatever the fuck that was
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about. I guess we can talk about that now. I was gonna wait for miscellaneous, but yeah, they put this up. This little guy. It's Foray Planet Wilderness Hunter Crocker.
too. Yeah,
Mm,
there we go.
Crocker!
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, this is nuts. I don't even know like what to think of this.
This is crazy. I pre-ordered it. Fuck it.
You
I
got
don't
it?
care.
This is on that the same vein as that like Ursa Major or whatever. So I get it. I personally
quite.
wish it didn't have like sculpted shorts. I would rather it just be like a nude
This guy.
reptile with some soft goods.
Stop pimping soft goods.
Saying though, it would just look cleaner. Because look how thick the gap in the hip is.
Listen, man, I had this conversation on the A.C.B.A. Discord. By the way, join the A.C.B.A. Discord.
Okay.
If a gap means more articulation, I'm there for it, baby. I don't
All
give
right.
a
Okay.
shit.
Fair.
I don't-
He looks top heavy as hell though.
To play devil's advocate, even with the gap, and it was soft goods over it, it would still work out the same way. It actually might
Very
be.
true.
But I don't know this, and yo, this is not in the same vein as that Ursa Major. That Ursa Major looked fucking terrible.
Daddy long
A
arms.
monstrosity, yeah.
This
This does look
actually
really good.
a little more sound. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that he comes with the hat and the vest. Where you at? Hold on. There's a lot of cool pictures of him.
I
I love
pre-ordered
the
it.
swimming shots.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. And the gun.
The swimming one really sold me. I had to pre-order it.
He has to have an Australian accent, right?
There's no question. Absolutely no
he's a-
question.
That's not an eye.
That's the biggest
is an
muzzle flare
R.
I've ever seen in my life.
As if a freaking crocodile mutant is not scary enough. They give him a fucking automatic fucking
And a knife.
shotgun.
This is like a lobster wielding knives.
Truly.
Just like, get away. All right. I just pulled up to FedEx, so I'm gonna step out for a second. BRB.
Right, what I like the most about these like product shots is they really do a lot of cool poses. I wish more people did shit like this. Like they just put them in like really tight, cool poses.
The
But yes,
import companies have been on that shit for quite a while, but
truly.
with the popularity of toy photography, and especially with all of these like people posing the shit out of figures and just holding it in their hand and shit, that's
Mhm.
basically the equivalent of this. Basically, it's just a Photoshop background, but it's basically the same. It's just raw posing,
For sure.
So it is very eye catching.
Yes, this looks really cool. I pre-ordered one. I'm stoked, man. I can't wait for it. Looks really cool. Like this pose right here
So
is so cool. Damn.
so we are to. It's my understanding that this is basically supposed to be Leatherhead, then, right? Not Killer Croc, Leatherhead, right?
Yeah, I mean he can be whoever you want him to be, baby.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's meant to kind of be like, oh, it could be both. But yeah, definitely a lot of Leatherhead in there. Sure.
This is the Killerist Croc. It looks like a crocodile. Before we move, we truly move off
Wait,
of
what?
Mezco.
What's the price on this again, though?
This guy is 89. Well,
90
he's up
bucks.
there, but he's huge. Well, huge-ish. He's 7.5 inches.
That's pretty big.
That's true. I've heard a lot of women say that's pretty stupid.
Hey, you know what? I think that's a perfectly normal size.
It's not small. It's
It's
fine.
it's a satisfying size, and no one should tell you different.
I was saying before we move on from Mezco, Fatman69 hit us with 5. He said, I want the Mezco Batman, but I also want to wait to see if Mafix does one. The Mezco one looks great, but I gotta wait and see. I'm torn. Very true. Just like you said.
I'm under the impression that it's just going to be a better buy for an import version, because you're going to be able to pair that one and pose that one better with any vehicles that you may get.
True.
I feel
Very
like.
true.
And
I
you
don't.
know,
Go ahead.
you know, like Fabio, even Fabio, you know, he's a huge Mezco guy, but even he's gonna wait to get it until it comes out. And
Very true.
it definitely doesn't hurt you or anyone else to just wait it out and see what everyone else does. This Batman is not going to be some impossible, like, high reselling figure for many years from now. So this is definitely a good figure to like wait and see what everyone else does, and then make that decision. There's no need to pre-order this and even put down whatever $30 or whatever the hell it's going to be for it. You could definitely wait it out and see what Mafix is going to do, and if Bondi throws their hat in the ring. I really hope they do. I would love an SHF. Yeah, that's definitely a good figure to wait and see on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Alex Garcia hit us with 10. Thank you. He said, thanks for the shout out, homies. Of course.
Oh
Yes,
man, yeah, there he is, the fucking Frankenstein Master. That man, I'll never forget. I was so hyped. I was waiting to see what he put. I think Nando is the one that asked him, like, what's the recipe? Because Nando's like one of the biggest DC heads in A.C.B.A. and I seen the reply and I was like, damn man, this guy put like 7 different things on here. I'm just exaggerating. I think it's like 4 different things, but man, that swap is so incredible. Like we said earlier, it looked like it just came like that because it was so good.
Yeah, it looks real organic.
Yeah,
Master.
that shit was dope. I'm talking shit, but I gotta finagle a way to get all those figures for the cheap and do that same swap.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I guess that was it for Mezco and miscellaneous. Maybe was there? I feel like there was some other thing.
Oh, we
I
didn't
just saw
talk
a billboard.
about the Snake Eyes. I don't think so.
Which one?
The Mezco Snake Eyes.
Oh, that went up for pre-order too. Yeah, it did.
Tight. Let's do it real quick before Fabio gets back in the car. He looks cool.
He's listening to the show like, no.
No.
In the long run, this is better than Hasbro.
Boog, you said this one got you, huh? They got you with this one, right?
Wait, no. Did I order this?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I think I did pre-order this. I feel like I did, even though I was I did not pre-order Roadblock. I pre-ordered Destro, and then I was feeling like, you know what, I'm gonna sell Destro when it comes in. I don't really need a Mezco G.I. Joe collection because Classified is doing just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. When I saw that he was gonna come with the timber and everything, I was like, all right, maybe I want this.
Okay.
Yeah. So G.I. Joe, Mezco G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes. A lot of people are okay with the top half, the upper torso, but feeling a certain type of way about the pants for whatever reason. I don't know. This guy looks like he's going to be pretty limited in range of motion here. I don't know that you're going to really get a lot out of this, and that's another reason why it's just like, why do I need to pay premium money for a figure that's not going to really move like that? If I'm gonna do that, then I might as well go the fucking Hot Toys route, like Rick said. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
You just don't appreciate soft goods like the rest of us, the other high society members of the community.
Oh, hello, I'm back. First of all, we didn't talk about Snake Eyes last week?
I don't know.
Was that
People
last
are
week?
saying we didn't. I don't know.
Yeah. My bad. I just wanted to say I just had the most wholesome experience at this FedEx store, dude. That the dude who was checking my package just made my whole day.
Whoa.
Check your huh?
Yeah, because I gotta give him. Yeah. Well, I gave him my ID. He's like, "Oh, it's your birthday next week, man. Happy birthday!" And then
I'll bring my
just like
personal information.
a pleasant little chit chat. I don't know, man. You didn't have to, whatever. You could have just
That's
scanned
so
my package
nice.
and said, "Fuck up."
No, he was trying to check your package. All right, that's what
It's
happened.
like, hey, you know what? If you want, I'll take you to Bojangles on Wednesday.
No.
Well, yeah.
I'll
I'll
tell you who
treat
we
you.
won't see there. Honcho.
Definitely won't see him there, and
That's
especially not with
that's a
me.
very expensive date because there are no Bojangles in LA, are there?
I didn't see a single one when the last time I went.
Well, he's got to take you all the way to another state for that, so that's quite a date.
Anyway, so we didn't talk about Snake Eyes? Is that what
We just
I'm
talked
walking
about
back into?
I'm confused, man. Every day's the same day. I guess we did. Was that last week
Uh-uh.
when this actually went up for pre-order?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe the week before. I don't know, because I think that might have been the week I was on my trip. I don't even remember, dude.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Snake Eyes, famous G.I. Joe character. He is still currently up for pre-order, I believe, or is he waitlisted already?
He's pre-orderable.
Okay, he's still pre-orderable. Again, this is one not an exclusive. BBTS, Entertainment Earth, whoever is going to have it. So I'm not in a hurry to jump out and get this one. But you had to know it was coming because it's G.I. Joe and he's the best character, right? Everyone agrees.
Sure. What about Joe?
Yeah, I really hope we get a Bruce Willis figure. But yeah, this is cool. I mean, it's about what we expected. I guarantee you we will see Hazard Squad member Death Adder before we see this guy, given that he's a Rumble Society and it's the same tooling. And they probably already made him first and are sitting on it, or it's on a boat to soon release. And then the second run of that same tooling will then be used for Snake Eyes after pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
cool.
a nice little game that Mezco's playing. All right. We done with Mezco. We done with miscellaneous. We talked
Mescalaneous?
All right,
I'll see myself out.
Let's just go down my my tabs and we'll knock the show out real quick.
There was talk of McFarlane talk.
We will get to McFarlane eventually.
That's
see.
a little too much plastic.
Yeah, truly. So
Whoa.
Next up is something that I know Rick and I saw. It's this little guy, right?
An early contender for third-party figure name and just third-party figure of the year.
Truly.
for sure.
You know what? I just want to say that everyone is talking about the face, but why isn't anyone talking about the crotch?
Look.
Yeah, that crotch. My eye.
That face
literally
is doing a lot.
What is going on there?
That shit is
Oh my
poking,
god.
not the good way.
Ain't there a bulge? What's happening, bro? I think the figure actually looks really good.
Well,
Am I-
Boog, to answer your question, she's a daughter of Magneto. We've seen what his crotches look like with soft goods, right?
Oh man.
Wow.
Deep cut there, but we got there.
Hell
The
yeah.
name though, Lady Spooktacular.
That's great. That's great.
That sounds like a Halloween themed Lady Gaga concert.
Lady Gaga. Get it to
Ooh,
2
Lady
right
Gaga.
afterwards.
Actually,
The body
I don't-
she's on.
Maybe it doesn't look really good. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll take
No,
that
she
back.
looks skinny, and
Yeah.
she has the awkward like face. What is that from the meme with the kid? I don't know. Did she even make this face in the
She
show?
does.
I just can't.
He does.
she
I
sure
linked
did.
it in the chat.
You sure
Yeah.
did.
Rick linked it in the chat. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. It's
Oh, okay.
it's referencing this face right here.
Look at that.
But like, you know what's funny? I
don't see it.
guarantee you, when they sculpted this, they had symmetry on until it was too late, and then they were like, "Oh fuck, we gotta like mix it up a little bit," because like clearly, like she is like smirk or doing this like face to the left, it's more like to the left, but like in this one, it's just symmetrical, basically.
Right.
It's
Right.
just strange that they picked this because it's such a random, unimportant face.
Yeah, and it's the only head sculpt.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is that real hair too? Yeah, it's the only head sculpt.
Yeah, it's rooted hair. Yeah, it's
Oh, boy.
That is a wild expression to settle.
Yo,
on
look
for
at those.
the sculpts.
Look at those shoulder into the elbow. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
I'm sorry. I take everything back that I said. I do like the sculpting. Go back to that last picture. That looks oddly authentic. Like that whole area under her arm to her breast.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
But look at the next picture to the left.
To the left. It's right here.
Yeah, I think
Oof.
so. Yeah, look at the shoulders and the armpit there.
Yeah, that looks weird. That looks wild.
It's the arms are very thin. She's not on the right body for sure. Even looking
Also,
at
do-
this
do they
screenshot right here,
normally,
definitely not on the right body.
do they normally add nipples onto these? Like,
Who knows what these cats do, Bug?
I didn't find out.
I'm sure they're there. It's sculpted for sure. Don't
Yeah.
Anatomically correct.
don't put anything past these Fison bodies.
you might be surprised with that bulge down there if you start going searching for shit.
I don't know. I feel like we'd see some poke action on the top too if that were the case.
Crazy. Crazy.
Oh, this is wild.
'Cause-
Yeah, I take back everything I said. But hey,
Her face is literally everybody's reaction to this figure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Her face,
Mm.
everyone's feeling for sure.
That's wild.
It's
That's
real
wild.
minimal.
It's the only head sculpt. It's the
Two-
only one, which is so
Some upscaled Marvel Legends effects.
It's just so strange because there is iconic faces that she makes in the show, and this isn't one of them.
No, it sure as hell
It's
is
not like-
Every
oh.
other face is iconic compared to
Yeah.
this one.
It's not like, oh, this face. You remember that face? Like this is iconic. Like, no, what?
Yeah, this face is about to be the newest emote in the A.C.B.A. Discord for sure. Cannot wait.
Dude. Did Hot Toys do the Vision, or was that a third-party Vision that had gone up in the Halloween costume?
In the Halloween costume, I'm sure that was third party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should look that up just to kind of see. I'm wondering if it's the same company. Maybe if Lago Figs is in the chat, he's got the line on whether that's the case or not. But
It's the,
seems like, they would go together.
what's the price on this one?
Who knows? $700. Who fucking knows?
What?
No, I'm just
Well,
joking. I'm
there's
just
only
joking.
5 in the world.
Yeah, everybody's doing this shit. Another classic, undefeated. Internet is undefeated.
Oh, there it is. That's the kid.
The Jim Allen.
The gym one.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Honestly, that face would look good if maybe you deep faked the real expression onto it in photos.
oh my god.
So try that with FaceApp.
I'm about to check the price right now. It's it's just the NDR so far, which is $20.
Okay.
Full
Well,
balance is 130.
And wow, okay. So
Yeah,
it's
that's about
$5
right.
more than that Batman. Worth it.
You know what? I'll give it to them. That's the price I'd expect for this.
Yeah. It is not the same company. That
Oh, okay.
it's by Vices. Who knows?
Oh, Vices, yeah, Vices, yeah. That's
Well, that's the name.
the name of the third party,
Is this like
or
a
the third party name for the character. They should call them
They-
Visine. You know.
they German or they German or what? Wiener Weissens? What's going on?
Yeah, this
all right.
is
So what's the name of this one? Of the Scarlet Witch figure?
Lady Spooktacular.
Oh, we said that. Lady Spectacular. Okay. So there's that. And then that vision that you just showed, is that new too?
Nah, this is old. This is last year or 2 years ago.
No, there's a different one though where he's in. Oh,
It's
is
this
this the
one.
one where you can just swap the suit onto him?
Yeah. What a value.
Honestly, yeah, that's actually lit. That's smart. They only have to do the head sculpt and the hands, really, and the rest of it is
Yeah,
what
very
like,
true.
The android, just a random body, doesn't have to be like the detailed android body.
Yeah, a little thin. See the
Oh, a little
pattern here.
short too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he needs a sandwich.
Okay. Anyway, we spent too much time talking. This is crazy.
Right. All right. And I'm pulling into my place, so I'll be back on yet again.
That's
Okay, cool.
Crispy.
So we're off that. This is DC stuff. I wanted to talk about this real quick.
I
They
just saw it.
this was actually they revealed this a couple of weeks ago. I just didn't get a chance to talk about it. Storm is doing 1/6 scale stuff, which is pretty tight. Well, they've done 1/6 scale stuff in the past for sure, but they just haven't done it in a while. I remember that Mike Tyson was 1/6 scale, and something else was 1/6 scale. But it's cool to see Mortal Kombat stuff in 1/6 scale from Storm Collectibles.
Yeah, and I really like that head sculpt.
Yeah, so
no head.
No head. I don't know. I don't know why I played that.
So new head sculpt.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up so we could take a look at it. It looks really good. Soft goods right here. Thank God Fabio's not here.
It seems like it's right up their alley, though, for sure.
Absolutely. You know, they're like 1/6 scale, like Mike Tyson, and I think they did Hulk Hogan in 1/6 scale too. Those had pretty nice soft goods on them too. Little pants are soft goods too. This is like a nice. When I think of like a company that usually that has already done this character in 1/12 scale, like the 1/6 scale version, this is like a nice upgrade. This is what I expect. Like his little vest to be soft goods, his pants, all that stuff. So it's worth the scale upgrade.
I also like that they changed how they did things, because when they used to do 1/6, they would do the rubber body.
Ooh,
And
yeah,
I'm really happy.
very true.
I'm really happy they're not doing that anymore, because it's just rubber. Rubber doesn't age well, and I just think that this looks way better. Oh, fuck it, it's a figure, man. It's not gonna look perfect. It's not like, come on, what are we doing here? If I wanted it to look perfect, I'd get a statue.
Wasn't it the problem with the Mike Tyson figure?
Yes, sir. And another one, maybe it was Bruce Lee or somebody else too that they made, but definitely Mike Tyson is one of the biggest examples of that. It just doesn't. It doesn't look good enough, in my opinion, to warrant the use of it. And like I said, rubber ages horribly, and there's basically no way to stop it from eventually just becoming brittle and blowing apart, man. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
I do think that these arms might be a little slender, though. I think they could have
beefed it up.
Yeah, beefed it up just a little bit.
Could have gone a little beefy.
Just a smidgen, for sure.
Just a smidgen beefers, okay. Well, this was definitely not the announcement. It was kind of crazy. This was not the announcement anyone was expecting, because they kind of hyped this up. exclusive Mortal Kombat announcement on wherever the hell they announced it. But a nice surprise. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, cool for guys that are fans of their 1/6 scale stuff for sure. You know, kind of because they used to do that. Used to be all they did, right? Just 1/6 scale stuff for a while. Kind of sucks that could be wrong, but it would suck to just like latch yourself onto this company and all of a sudden they're like, nah, 1/12. You're like, man, what the hell?
No, yeah, you're definitely right. That's what they did first.
Very cool. Very cool. Very nice. So what's next? Let's see. Yeah, there's another quick hit. This NECA stuff, real quick. They announced this Usagi as well as these little dudes. They have like a weird name. What's their name?
Neutrinos.
Okay. This is where I stopped watching, dude.
Yeah, same here. This is like
I actually got a little annoyed when they appeared on the show. I was getting annoyed by this point.
just like, damn man, y'all doing a little too much.
You know, I remember like when these guys were on the show, like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like when you heard the Ninja Turtles talking, you're like, okay, real people don't really talk like this, but I can see that they're cartoon characters and they talk like that. They say gnarly and rad and all that shit. But of course, that's part of our everyday vocabulary now in 2020. But like, I remember them talking like that was like, all right, okay, this is a little much, but I get it. Then these guys show up, and I'm like, wait, all right, the Turtles are fine.
Yeah, they got the bootleg Burger King kids.
Yo.
Like this ain't for me, pal. This is where I draw the damn line.
Didn't they have like a flying car too? They did, right?
Could be.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, brother.
I'm pretty sure they had a flying car as well.
Everything was flying back then, dude.
Yeah.
Everything was gonna float and fly. I mean, they got the boards already.
Back to the Future changed the game for these cartoons.
And they thought 2015.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
The balls on those riders.
This Yojimbo is sick. Very excited to get like a good or Usagi, sorry. It's Usagi no Jimbo, right? I could be wrong.
It's Usagi Yojimbo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man, I remember I have the older one, and I've like kept on to that, just waiting for a better one. So, thankfully, I'll definitely be getting this for sure. But yeah, man,
that thing's fire. Definitely buying that. They had one more thing. It's not there though. I don't
Code
see
Lyoko.
it. Code Lyoko. Oh my god, that's the perfect base for my Code Lyoko custom. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
What was the other NECA thing?
Here it is. Boom, sending it to the chat. I don't know why it's not there. This is kind of news. I mean, I guess maybe because it's just a teaser.
Okay.
It's the teaser for forget her name. Maybe it's Eliza, the female from human female from Gargoyles. It's their homie.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
There she is. Boom. There she. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
There she is. What'd you say, Bug?
Hopefully that's not the only head sculpt.
Yeah, that would suck.
I know. Yeah.
That would be the worst shit ever. A windswept head sculpt.
Especially because anybody that knows Gargoyles knows that she's really known for that standard, just straight back down hair. It's really weird that it's like this. Like, I can't even remember her having flowy hair in an episode.
Yeah.
I don't have the greatest memory, but like, when I think of this character, I don't think to myself like, hey, she's gotta have that flowy hair. I'm out.
All right, tight. Hell yeah. Look forward to this. What's next? Oh, that was the only Hasbro thing. Pre-orders went up for Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. And then they showed off some other shit, right? They showed off an Ultron. I couldn't find any pictures of it, but they showed off
only show it in Dan's hands. I think it's in Dan's hands.
Yes. And then friend of the show, Rectangular, he put up a video or something where there were like some blind links to pre-order it or something. I don't know. I'm very sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
with
sorry.
with like code names, like
Yeah.
like they like to do. You know, shout out Rectangular. I got the Baron Zemo today off Walgreens because of him.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to that man. And you know what, man? Let me air my grievances a little bit.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing worse than when they do this kind of shit and you don't know half the figures in the wave. And it's like, bro, just tell me what they are. You don't have to show them, but just just let me know. Like, hey, we're also gonna have Blank from What If, and we're gonna have Moon Knight, and like, I have pictures of that, but that's what's gonna be in the rest of this wave. Like, come on, man. Like, how you have pre-orders for a wave, and I don't even know what I'm getting. At $25 a pop, I better know who the fuck is in that wave.
You like
If
that.
I can't see it, I better know. This is absurd. This is upsetting to me and my homegirls. Ultron the cool.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll show off what these figures actually look like soon and not just some 3D renders. So it is what it is. That's really all that we had for Hasbro. There's a bunch of DC Multiverse shit here. I think that's all. Wait, no. There was one more. This amazing Yamaguchi BBTS exclusive black suit Superman that has a red cape for some freaking reason and ruins the whole fucking figure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dallas
the
said
same
it perfect.
color as the Superman logo,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly. You know what? Dallas said that it just should have been black.
It should have been black too. Yeah.
Well, black. Yeah.
It's just so
It's
weird.
I
Like,
didn't even get the other one, so I'm good on this for sure.
I am getting the other one, but this is like, why the cape? Like, a single like accessory has never like swayed me quite like this. I don't understand. But some people are into it, so whatever. We originally talked about the Superman ages ago, so I'm not gonna go too much into it. But
Yeah, I mean, definitely cool for those that really love Superman, and hey, fuck it, do more things like this. Like if it helps the company out, like doing these random repaints and doing them like store exclusives, fuck it, man. Definitely do it because I'll give it to Reveltech. They don't really reuse things, so
yeah,
I think more companies. I think more companies should be down to do things like this. Like nobody's gonna say boo. Like just
I'm saying boo right now.
Hurt.
There's a cape.
Hey, hold on.
First Bojangles, now this. Oh my god.
You're towing the line, pal.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the beginning of different recolors.
Pretty tight.
Yeah.
I hope they all make sense. That'd be great.
Well, like I said, I don't have much interest in this, but it's cool. Cool for those who do.
Yeah, there he is.
They seen what Mafix was doing, and they're like, okay, bet you like these random repaints, we're in. Oh, comic colors, okay, cool. Cell shading, all right. Black instead of blue, we'll do it.
Real quick, BXTR Works hit us with $9. He said Hunter Crocker is the killer croc we deserve. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Shout out to BXTR Works. What a legend.
Excellent name. Thank you.
And then a request from Fatman69. He said, "Can you guys show off the Figure Arts Kamen Rider Demons and Kamen Rider Evil? Both figures look amazing. Pre-order both. Figure Arts knocks it out of the park with the Kamen Rider figures." Hell yeah! I looked these up.
We are the number one Kamen Rider podcast. So.
For sure. This is gonna go great with my next statement. I have not kept up with Kamen Rider in a very long time. Like as in watching the show, like I keep up with what they look like and stuff and shit like that. But after I watched Forze, I said, you know what, it's never gonna get better than this. So I kind of stopped watching.
It's peaked. I think the last one I watched was Wizard.
Oh, that was right after Forza. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that was the last one that like I kept up with.
But you know what, man? Like, even though I don't watch the shows as much anymore, like something about like every new generation of Kamen Rider like is a spectacle to like watch design wise. These look so great. The designs are so wild and crazy. Like, I love them all. Like, this is wild as shit looking. And
Are we on the Singaporean site?
I have no idea. That's just the first. That's the first link I saw.
That guy's sick with the dinosaur head.
Yeah,
I like that guy.
Unbelievable.
That guy's dope.
Unreal.
Yeah, I really, Fat Man. I don't know. Is it just me, or does everybody have a hard time with Shinkocho Seiho? I swear to God, that's like those are the only Kamen Rider figures I really want to buy and like invest my money in.
True.
But it's impossible. They sell out immediately. Sucks, and it breaks my Toku heart. I don't know.
Little Toku heart,
Upsetting,
baby.
it's upsetting to me and my Tokus.
God damn.
Well, that's in Singaporean dollars also.
This is Singaporean.
But I think this is like 70. Could be wrong, or something. So that was Demons Here's Evil. Hell yeah! Another like the designs are so sick.
Yeah, man, they're so creative. It's unreal.
I thought like when X-Aid came out, I was all like, yeah, this is like the pinnacle of like wild designs. But they just keep on putting out more.
Right? You know which other series I really like? I really like W.
Shit, I don't even know what that is.
It's the one that's like really well known for having the split in half.
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Fat Man says he hit us with $5 again. Thank you so much, man. He said the Soheo figure, or sorry, I'm gonna butcher that name. How do you say that, Rick?
Shinkocho Seiho.
Yes, those figures are hard to get. They sell out quick. I shop at Toku Collectibles. Check them out. Hell yeah, I've heard great things about Toku Collectibles.
Toku Collectibles, I'll note that. Yeah, because man, there's so many Shinkocho Seiho I always want, but I can never get them, man. My Ami luck is absolute shit. I've canceled so many orders. They're like, we're making you the last priority, pal. Like, how about we don't let you get that?
It's hard out here, Rick, for sure.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool beans. Hell yeah, thank you so much, Fat Man. Super great to take a stroll down the Kamen Rider memory lane for sure. So we just had the good times roll. Let's get into the bat. Let's talk DC Multiverse. There's quite a lot here. Let's start off with something that some people are excited. So a lot of people are excited for is they showed off a grifter. Pretty cool, I guess, if you're into that shit. I don't know.
You know what would be cool is if he came with what he's known for, guns. But nope, he comes with something he's not known for, swords.
This reminds me of that first wave of Jack-specific Dragon Ball figures where Piccolo came with a rocket launcher. That shit was sick.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm over here talking shit, but I'll probably buy it just because it's so nostalgic. So I'll probably end up buying it. So thanks, Todd. You really screwed the pooch on this one.
And they know how to get you, man.
Are we on McFarlane?
Yes, we just started.
Sir.
Oh man, hang on, I'm gonna need one of these.
Couldn't wait any longer for you to crack open that Mickey's.
Dude, they didn't have Tall Boys of Modelo. They only had like the. Never mind, doesn't matter. Grifter.
Tight, it's Modelo time, baby. Let's go.
Don't even bother checking your clock, guys.
All right.
Mesrat is asking what's in his other hand. Looks like it's a knife. No.
Is that what that is?
A knife. No. One of the greatest finds of all time.
Oh man, one of the greatest.
This is the first one you're talking about, right? If you go on the Instagram, he has them all in order too.
Oh, bro, I'm not going on his Instagram. I got them all.
Then his algorithm his algorithm is just going to be recommending Todd all the time.
Fair.
He can't bear to have that happen.
True. But
So
yeah,
I was not aware that I thought Grifter was like a Marvel character for some reason. I'm not too familiar with the character. I remember him from the 90s, but
No.
I'm just not, there.
No, he was part of. Was it Wildstorm? I think it was
A
Wildstorm.
Wildstorm.
Wildstorm. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, but it was Jim Lee art, right?
Yeah, I think Jim Lee did do a lot of the art back in the day. Maybe, I don't know. Don't start me to line. But what's going on here? They're not allowed to do guns, huh? Because Grifter was surely like
he's a gun
known
guy.
for having 2 guns.
He's like,
What the fuck's
yeah,
going on
the dual wielder.
Yes.
So yeah, this is weird, straight up weird. But
Big ass sword and a fucking block phone. What is that?
It's a knife.
it's just a thick handle. You can even see the seam mark there.
I like
I'm
my
being
handles of
corrected
knives.
here.
But I wouldn't.
Not Wildstorm, Wildcats. But
Oh.
what company was it that was putting out?
Yeah, that was an Image comic. Yeah,
It
so
was
that,
Image.
Image Comics. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So that does make sense.
Okay, Grifter was part of the Wildcats crew, right? Is that what? Is that's what it is?
Sounds right.
Bo Biggs is saying Jim Lee created Grifter.
There we
Okay.
go.
Okay. Cool. So we're
See,
getting.
we were on the right rails, but we
Hey
weren't
man,
going
we
the
get
right
the piece
direction.
together, man. If it wasn't for people like you,
Viewers like you, baby.
viewers like you, yeah.
But either way, yeah. I mean, obviously he needs to have his guns, but this is a more modern design, I guess, because the original, of course, had like the big trench coat. So nothing else. This will be a good head sculpt for someone trying to make a 90s version.
True. Ebony Leopard coming with more info. Grifter is from Wildcats, Jim Lee's Image comic creation, and his company's imprint name was Wildstorm.
That's where we're.
Okay,
Bean
so we're all
2099 also adds Wildcats was a Wildstorm book under Image imprint. Hell yeah.
That's wow. That's wow.
That's crazy. The more you know.
And now I think he's a DC property.
Gotta be.
He
It's got
shows
the
up-
big ass logo
He
right
shows
there.
up in their books. He showed up in the Flashpoint movie.
Oh, well, here we go.
I'm a-
Wildstorm was Jim Lee Studio. Wildcats was the team. Jim Lee sold Wildstorm Studios to DC, says Bo Biggs.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go, baby.
now it's all coming together.
That's it.
There's a Wildcat with a Wildstorm out there.
That's it.
All right, so this is the only character so far that we getting. Hey man, I'll give McFarlane props here. It's not Batman. Look at that.
That's true. Well, that's
We'll
true.
applaud him.
Well,
All right, there's some more.
here's some.
There we go.
here's
Let's
some
take a
other
look at.
shit.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
what's up with that Superman? Oh, what is
Yeah,
that?
man. That's
John
That's
Kent.
Jay Kent, baby. That's
John
old
Kent.
That's Jonathan.
That's a friend of mine in real life named John Kent. True. And I know a John Kent in real life.
Hell yeah. Fat Man hit us with 5. He said, Why is the Superboy figure wearing black lipstick? I feel like McFarlane is letting some guy's random nephew who's a teenager sculpt these figures.
That's actually.
he looks like when Uncle Phil Leotardo has to tell Vito's kid to quit it with the goth shit.
He's actually wearing Ichiban lipstick for men. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I totally forgot about that. And the fucking kid took a shit in the shower. Remember that? Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So,
That's a lot of empty space in that box.
Hey, but
Yeah,
you know what? I'll give it to him. He's learning though. There's extra hands there.
Okay.
At least.
At least it's not just even more empty space.
Does one of them have a trigger finger? How much have we learned?
Thank God.
Not enough. Not enough.
Apparently, it comes with a stand too. So,
Yeah, I think a previous Superman has. Yeah.
There's also this Wonder Woman,
Yay.
Anti-Crisis Wonder Woman. Know nothing about
They
this.
put him on a
And this
stand,
is just
but
the
couldn't
gold.
even
Oh,
bother-
this is this one. Okay, I got you.
They
What were you
put
saying,
him on
Boog?
that stand. No, I was saying they put him on a stand, but couldn't even bother to put him in a cool flying pose. And shit. Like, what the fuck?
He's just floating.
No.
It's just,
This is cool.
whoa. Talk about cool.
There he is.
Well,
Here's
John
your cool
Kent
flying
is
pose,
in.
bro.
If anyone's watching Superman and Lois, this is one of the twins, Jonathan and Jordan Kent.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh,
Doesn't he get kryptonite cancer in one of the shows or some shit like that? I don't know what's going on.
Lois, it's
I don't know.
cancer.
Not in
Lois, it's kryptonite.
Superman and Lois. They're doing Bizarro right now.
Well, this was like
Yeah,
this was years
at
ago.
some-
I'm talking about. Like,
Oh, probably yeah.
at some point, all like domestic companies do this shit right here. Like,
Yeah.
why is this necessary, bro?
This isn't even
So-
like a gold label. This is like a main release one.
well, I'll wait for the gold label.
Yeah, the gold label may actually have color.
I mean, I'm assuming she has to actually look like that in books, but like, even then, like, why? Why does she look like this in the book? Like,
Yo,
no
that's
amount of
so-
no
and
amount of
Superboy or Super Child is wow.
Super
It looks so
Child.
bad.
the super child.
Super
What's
disappointing.
going on?
Yeah, he looks skinny and jacked up at the same time, but like
You don't
Same
understand me, Mom.
That's like
You-
that's like fucking crackhead muscles right there, man.
Truly.
This is the guy that
he's got
This is the
abs
guy
from
that's-
stomping so much.
this is that dude that makes videos on TikTok swearing that Avril Lavigne was killed 20 years ago. Look at the evidence. That's not Avril Lavigne.
This is an image from the comics of Wonder
Oh.
Woman, right there.
Well, her
Oh,
weapon has color.
Yeah, this chainsaw thing has some color. Not her.
That's not even the same armor design, though. Pull it up again.
Yeah, you're right.
I
Oh,
think
well,
this
I
is
don't know.
just one of his other versions,
Oh, yeah.
just repainted to be this.
This is crazy. The only thing I could
All right, what-
see this being
What's
useful
the deal with
for.
the chainsaw?
Who even knows, dude? Number one DC podcast on the internet.
There we go.
The amount of story gymnastics that had to be done to make this a thing is not worth it. Like who
Why-
like who
why
at the
would-
pitch
well,
meeting?
we need a
They
chainsaw.
saw what Todd was doing with the gold label, and they're like, you know, who's looking real toyetic right now?
Why not us? That's what they said.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we might as well just turn her gold if we're going to be making the figure like that, anyways.
We'll make our own gold label with blackjack and hookers.
We're going to be the innovators in gold labeling.
I love gold.
I was gonna say the
Somebody's
only
really
thing
on that gold member shit.
that the only thing I could see this being useful for is like if you want to do like a statue, like a gold statue, and just put it in like
Exactly.
different
That's
poses or
it.
some shit like that. I mean,
That's it.
I guess that's it. I don't know.
Maybe you can top a women's basketball trophy on top of that. Just put her, have her hooping a little bit, pulling up on top of a
W-
trophy.
WNBA legend?
Yes.
Diana of Themyscira?
Yeah.
All team,
right.
bro.
There's three more. Excuse me.
All right.
All right, here we go. Main attraction.
Oh, jeez.
This looks
Yay.
awful. What is happening?
What? Okay, but
That's
go to the
great.
one where you have the card.
Go to the one
Damn,
where?
What is
Go to the one where you see
Yeah.
the card or the image on the back.
Okay, right here.
what is up
It's a
with that
completely
chainsaw?
different figure on there. It's a completely
It
different design.
really is. Yeah.
Look at him. There's one where he's like in front of the actual card, and you can see the diaphragm joint is completely different. Yeah, there you go. One more over. Yeah.
Oh, right here. Yeah, you're right.
Look at that.
Hey,
Those are
you
two
know what?
completely different figures.
You know what? This wouldn't be the first time that Todd completely changed the way a diaphragm joint is going to be and thought that it was okay. Kickstarter.
You see,
Oh yeah. By the way, I completely changed the way that something's done later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You'll love
here's
it.
the
It's
bonus
more
I
mistake.
get it, but
plastic.
it's rare that we see, the photography of it like included with the figure, so you can very easily tell how different they are.
Yeah, that's so wild.
That does happen though. I mean, usually like when there's, I think one of the old like PX Mezcos, when they were putting like the figure and spread on the back of it, you would have the still preview images. They wouldn't be like updated images. So I mean, I get it, but it's just
Yeah,
funny.
this is
Look at that,
this is so strange. How
because it actually
it's
looked
crazy.
better before.
I know. I was gonna say it's crazy because we ragged on the first time he did Flash, but that one looks leaps and bounds better than this. This looks like shit.
Why are the hands sculpted like that? It's like 1980s sculpting here. Like, what is happening?
Just like a perfect C grip, yeah. For
Yeah,
the lightning
'cause-
effects, where
'cause
I mean,
I
does
get
he
it.
throw lightning?
Yeah, in the
Well, look at
show,
that. He's got toe joints though. I didn't look at that. Is
in
that
the show
first
he
time
does
saw it?
he does throw lightning in the show.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's like not enough for me to be like, yeah, don't give me the flat hands. Like if you're gonna do this, you have to get flat hands. Like a one time you should give extra hands and you don't. Like it's genius.
I'm really not understanding that torso. Like, who sculpted that and was like, yeah, all right, this is 2022 greatness right here. Like, what is
Yeah.
happening?
You know what it is? It's what happened is that after it was sculpted and they cut out the lines and they had that preview image that's on the card, Todd must have been like, that looks too.
Crispy.
I don't like that cut. Cut it lower, and here we are.
This is really bad, man. I don't know. You McFarlane dudes out there. I don't know how you.
How you do it?
I don't know how you guys buy this shit. I don't know how you justify this. This is not acceptable for what's happening right now with all the other companies. Like, this is not competing. This is terrible, man. It really is. Not even a
Still
joke
with the
anymore.
giant joints too, like look at the huge like bulge between the wrist and the hand. I mean, he needs to maybe switch to like insert molded joints or something, or like the insert pins.
I mean, at the very least, at least it's all sort of one color here, so it doesn't look too crazy. But yeah, that too. It's wild. And then, like, to show the picture of something that is not what you're purchasing in the package with the thing that you purchased, that's fucking wild. Crazy.
Okay. Well, on that
All
tip,
right,
while we're on this particular note, as far as the image being different than the actual product, I just opened up my Atticus Doom.
Oh, no.
Remember how I said it was literally uncollectible because of that grammar mistake on the front, where it said like "Who is side is he on?"
Whose side is he on?
You remember that?
Whose side is he on?
Yeah. Well, the final product just says "whose," the correct tense. So
Wow.
there you go. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow. Shout out to Mr. Mez.
The
He did it.
printing. My goodness.
He did it.
It looks like Flash is like, you're not going to buy me, are you? Don't fucking buy me.
Looks like halfway through somebody realized that this wasn't Hugh Jackman from the first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Design.
Actually, that does look a lot like the X uniform, you're right?
I'm really, really perplexed to why the upper torso looks like he's got a vest on, but that's his chest. Like,
Yeah.
it's so
It's some
strange.
Wombo Ray shit. It's crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, just the torso piece, like the upper diaphragm, it just looks a different scale than the rest of it.
Yes.
Like it's 10% bigger, and just hovering
Yeah.
above it. The arm looks skinny, pinning into it. The bottom
crazy.
diaphragm looks skinny. His head looks tiny.
It's
And
unbelievable.
he's got a knot right in the middle of his fucking head. What's that?
It's
Got a
battle damage.
He said, call me the upside down Scarlet Witch.
Oh, no.
Batman hit us with 5. He said, "What the fuck is going on with Flash's ribcage?" I'm rolling. He looks like he has a torso of an undead grandfather. Incredible.
You know what? Like, you know what this looks like? This looks like those dudes used to be like 400 pounds, and just the boobies have not been cut up yet, and he's just dangling.
Yeah, this is the before picture of a skin graft surgery.
Yeah, this is the TLC episode where he walks into the doctor's office. He's like, "I'm excited to be my real self."
I'll finally look like how I feel.
Right.
You guys don't know how much this means to me. Thank you, TLC, and thank you, Dr. Farber.
Yo, Brownie Jacob hit us with $5 as well. He said the the Flash in the box makes it look like he's a professional speed walker.
Oh god, he's there with all the other grandmas at your local mall.
Actually, looks like to me because we're just gonna get canceled, so I'll keep that to myself.
Well, there's also a Godspeed.
Oh,
yeah.
look, it's
This looks
also
pretty good.
cut strangely.
Cut strangely, but at least it's the right scale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
much more
it
proportional.
looks better in a torso than Flash. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
like
a
10
low
times
bar,
better,
though.
and it looks like the preview image.
But what is going on with that right hand?
What is so hard about giving us running hands with characters that run, exclusively run? Like, what is so hard about it?
It's like here's it's just I know what they're going for, because
Same.
in the show, so what he's doing is like he's running with one hand and then the other he's like grabbing Barry
Yes.
by like the shirt collar. So I understand, but like it's why? Like what? Who looks at McFarlane figures and is like, you know what I gotta do? I gotta do the one where he's fucking dragging Barry all across Central City. Like, rather just 2 running hands. Then look at him in the package. He's like, what the fuck is up with my hands?
Yeah. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
It looks like the Secret War Black Suit Spider-Man pose, but that's like
Where's the smallest lady in the office to explain to me why it's happening with my hands?
Oh man, it's so. I've wanted a Godspeed figure for so long, but not like this, bro.
Yeah, this is no good, man.
I like this.
It's just strange because it's already a bad scale, and when you do things like this, like it's like, man,
it's
even
rough
harder
for sure.
to justify. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was that. They did show off a Hush. Yo, these
What a big
knives.
knife.
the knives, bro. Those are machine.
Damn. This guy went
That
on the
is like-
set.
Yo, you know what that is? That's like a Halloween costume knife that you would
Yes.
use.
Oh
Like
man,
it should have like a bleeding drip inside.
I'll tell you what our beloved Hush did. He went back in time to the set of Scorpion King, and he stole the set knives. Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Unreal. The Tyrone Wested is saying is reading my mind. He says the coat is wild. There's no way he can move under that.
Oh, this is just a brick with a head and arms.
This is crazy, dude. This is
Can we see the do we have a full picture of like the lower legs and
No,
shit?
this is
No,
it so
no.
far.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I bet you all the comments are like, yo, this looks great.
Well, what on his Instagram is there a full picture of Fabio or no?
I don't think so. I don't see it.
Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. This is wild. And the head sculpt, it's so frustrating because the head sculpt is so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say the head sculpt looks pretty good.
I don't know. I don't like that he's looking to the left.
Oh, you mean like every McFarlane Batman?
It
So
has no
crazy.
pupils, but yeah.
I think I said it last week, but I went through 20 of those Robert Pattinson Batmans. All of them are staring to the left, and it had to be purposeful.
I
And I'm
believe
just
it.
wondering why.
Who knows?
I believe it.
These, yo, just don't include anything. Why these ridiculous knives? Like,
Well, then what would the grippy hands hold, Bug?
yeah.
Yeah, would you rather he just have the grip hands with nothing to hold?
I mean,
He's gonna have grip hands. There's no we
no,
can't help.
they could just give you trigger fingered hands and say, all right, well, you just got to fend for yourself. Find guns from somewhere else.
Yep. I bet McFarlane isn't even. I don't know. Like, are they allowed to even just do a weapon set because they're the DC Master toy license holder?
Hmm.
Even as like their own brand. I mean, I guess they could do accessory packs for some of the other licenses, and you just fudge them over. I mean, the Fortnite, do they still have that? Because those are 7-inch weapons, right? But either way, yeah, you're right. You just gotta get your own options as far as that goes.
Very true. Moving back to Godspeed, Fat Man hit us with $5 more. He said Godspeed has the scary movie strong hand guy look going on. So I'm gonna take my strong hand.
My germs.
My germs.
I know what you're thinking. Punk. Did I fire 3 times or 176?
Unreal. Crazy. All right, okay. That was Hush. There's one more. Oh no, that was it. Tight. We made it.
We did it.
Wait,
Thank you for the
Did
donation.
you talk NECA?
We did talk NECA while you were away.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That's it. Goodbye. Hey, welcome to the after show. How's it going?
Hey ho.
What about NECA did you talk about?
We talked about the
Yeah,
turtle
yeah,
stuff.
Did they mention me?
The turtle stuff.
Did you
we talked
mention
about
me?
the gargoyle stuff. Yeah, we said
This one's for
tonight
Fabio.
this one's for Fabio and his ex. They still keep in touch, but they're not together no more.
Did you guys pick anything up this week?
I just got my opening my Atticus Doom right now.
Hell yeah.
I got the vintage little Mando for my Razor Crest. I opened them up.
Oh, shit.
Pretty nice. I got that. I got
Mando.
something else too. What was the other thing that I opened up? Hey, you said you had opened up your 1000 Toys Master Chief, right?
Absolutely. I sure did.
I don't know. I opened it like for a brief moment, but I wasn't figuring out how to like work the guns. I don't know what was going on there, man. I felt like I was about to break it, so I just put the shit back in the box.
The guns are weird. Like, what are you talking about? Like putting him on his back and shit, or putting him in the hands?
Putting it on his back, putting it in his hand, everything. It was just like, this seems like it's about to break, and I do not want to break this figure.
Sure.
The first time playing with it.
Give it another go. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. All right.
Putting it on the back is a little bit more difficult than sticking them on the hands, so I can see that for sure.
All right.
And like those pegs are so little to stick on the back. Like you like, I feel like I'm gonna break that shit too every single time. So,
Which version of Master Chief is this? I know it's 1000 Toys, but from what
it's
game?
infinite.
Okay.
But it's infinite before they gave him a grappling hook, so he doesn't have the grappling hook sculpted on his arm.
Oh.
So I'm like, this sucks, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I got the vintage Mando, but there was something else I got too, because I definitely opened this shit, but I don't know. Go ahead. What'd you get?
I got I got some stuff in the mail. I got finally that Figma Dragon Quest main character. Dai is his name, I think. I don't know. I haven't watched the show.
Oh, some Toriyama.
Hell yeah.
Art,
So-
huh?
Hey, you know what? My bad. I got a big ass diorama. What the fuck
Hell
are you
yeah,
talking
dude.
about?
Well, you know what? Because I'm sure in your head you're thinking figure. What figure? And
Yeah.
it wasn't
Right,
figure.
yeah. No, shout out to my man Lito Wep. He's been working on this for quite a while, but I got basically like a space station, but it is modeled after the Mother Mold space station from the House Powers of X storyline, but there's a ton of playability. It doesn't just have to be that. You can just use it as just a space station for the most part, or any type of like kind of techie, futuristic type thing. It's lot of playability, really well put together. He sent me a nice little tutorial video of how to put everything to snap it together with all the magnets and everything. And
That's nice.
I'm very happy with this overall. So yeah, like I said in my little quick video, I'm continuing to make my rounds and just try to get some work from everyone that I really admire in the building game and the diorama game. There's still quite a few people that I'm eyeing, that I'm interested in getting work from. But yeah, I'll be definitely exploring more with that throughout this next week. But yeah, that was a pretty big purchase that I've been waiting for quite a while. So that's another reason why I'm just like, listen, man, I gotta play with the shit that I've got. I can't be pre-ordering and ordering a whole bunch of new shit right now.
For real.
But yeah, that was my big thing that I got last week.
Well,
Very
this
nice.
Atticus Doom is very nice, I must say.
What about you, Rick? Anything?
Well, it was supposed to be Atticus Doom. That's what's supposed to be the big news, but
I'm having double the fun just for you, Rick.
thanks, pal. Shit, let me think. Did I get anything? I got a Transformers Studio Series Brawn. That Brawn looks sick, so I had to buy that. What else did I get? Dude, I think that might be it, pal. I don't think I've gotten anything else. Nothing that's in my possession.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I'm kind of waiting for a bunch of stuff. I finally shipped my my Spider-Man, my Sentinel
From
Spider-Man.
HLJ?
Which
Yo,
one?
do you have anything in your private warehouse right now?
Yeah.
Yo, did you get the email about, it's like from our private warehouse manager, and it's like some cute girl, and she's standing next to all the figures, and it's basically like, I'm writing you personally to let you know that you can ship your stuff right now. Did you get that email?
Yeah. Special note from our warehouse manager Naoka.
Yeah.
It was like,
Damn,
what?
they really laying it on thick now, huh?
It's so
That's hilarious.
crazy how badly they want people to ship shit out. It just makes me want to do it even less.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
As an intern student, I have been learning a lot and I'm enjoying working with people from all over the world. I'm so excited to see what different customers from around the world are interested in. I'll be
Yeah,
checking the warehouse tomorrow.
Yep. The next email you get is gonna be like, "I'll take my top off if you ship this shit now."
But yeah, that's where it seems where it's going. Here it is. I found it.
Oh man.
Is that Naoko, the intern from the warehouse?
Please ship for me. For me.
Yo. Look at her signature too. Look at this.
Yo, that's so crazy.
The signature at the bottom.
This is 1 degree removed from like a Nigerian princess scam or some shit.
You know what I just don't understand is, I don't understand why they're doing this, because they can just change the policy whenever they want.
Very
They
true.
could just say, "Oh, dude, you have 30 days to ship what's in your private warehouse." They don't. They just keep not changing it and getting really upset and sending an egregious amount of emails trying to bait you or scare you into doing it. Like some of their titles are so misleading, it's crazy.
Yes.
I'm sure Poncho knows some of them, like, this is the last day for you to ship your items, and then you click it and then it's before the weekend. And it's like, what the fuck? What?
I think they
Change it
finally
if you're
changed
really
it.
this annoyed.
Because
Really?
like now it says like you have 60 days to ship until it
I'm assuming
automatically ships.
I'm assuming whatever's there is just there now, and like whatever's new cannot be
Yeah.
done. Maybe.
For sure. Well, the reason I bring that up is because I finally shipped my Peter B. Shipping for that was $60. Really felt that, but I had a feeling that it's just because the box is so huge. So I bought.
It's a big box, and it's like an awkward box to ship.
Yes.
That you need a special box to ship that shit in, like, you know.
Like,
So
like you know what the size of it is? Like, if you've ever seen a basketball in the package, that's like the exact size, man.
So I had a feeling that I would get this, and it's just going to be that box taking up half of the actual box, and it's going to be mad paper all over the place. So I figured that there'd be enough room in there to just slap another figure in there, and I thought it would be like maybe a couple of dollars extra. So it was a really great opportunity to ship another figure for super cheap. So I bought the Mafix Armored Batman, the newest one, and that shit was free.
From the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, and it cost nothing extra to ship it at all. So I was like, tight. And on HLJ it was only $70. So
the amount of space in that box must be insane.
Yeah, and I didn't want to push it either because I was like, maybe I can put another one in here. But then I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna tempt fate.
I'm not about to add $5 to this total.
I need that figure. I still haven't even opened my Peter B, and I've had it for weeks right now too.
Whoa.
So
it's dumb now.
It's super to get around to.
I got a ton of shit I haven't opened.
Real quick before
funny.
I forget. My bad. Real quick before I forget. I did also get the two latest cutout sets that are going to be shipping. So the A.C.B.A. cutouts, locations, and communications set, which has been on pre-order for quite a while. I know a lot of people have been asking and wondering what's going on. It was a long-ass process to get to this point, to get these in hand, because the third-party place where we like print and cut and stuff like that had moved locations during the pandemic. It was just a lot going on, and it took a lot longer than expected to get this stuff, but I'm super happy with the end result. So that set, anybody who pre-ordered that will be shipping out next week, starting next week, actually. All of those things are actually ready to go. They're packed up and ready to go, that set. There is another set that we talked about when we had Brandon on the show, that Brandon actually designed, that is an X-Men theme set that will be up for order after the locations and communications sets ship directly after. So that won't be a pre-order, it'll be an order. Those will be ready to go when you order that set. And yo, let me tell you, these look fucking great. Both sets look really good. I'm really excited about the locations and communications set. It's basically like a lot of those like storyboard cutouts that have locations, basically. So there's like some G.I. Joe locations, some Star Wars locations, Marvel, DC, and then there's also like communications, which could be used as like radio communications or telepathic communications. They could double as both. And there's some bonus like little speech bubbles in those sets as well. Some really cool surprises. I won't give that away right now. Some funny little slang sayings and stuff like that. So it's a very good set. And there's a lot of variety with the locations and communications set too. There will be some variety with the X-Men set. But again, I would jump on these. There's like maybe 20 sets left that you can order of locations and communications on the A.C.B.A. website right now. So I would jump on that, and then just stay tuned for the X-Men set. And then also at the end of this month, Flight Stand drop should be up too. So I just want to say that real quick before I forget. Anybody who pre-ordered locations and communications set is going to start shipping next week. If you didn't, this is a great time to jump on it because it's a limited release and it's not going to be another printing of this set. And it's a great way for you to have a good mixture of of things that you could use for quite a few different properties. So, all right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Rick?
What the fuck were we talking about? I don't remember. What are we talking about?
It's after show, right?
Pickups.
I already did my pickups.
No, we're doing after show now. We're talking Batman now.
Batman, yeah.
Oh, man, what a great movie.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
You said it.
All right. Let's
End of discussion.
what's everybody's scores first before we get into any details?
Very high scores, man. For me,
Okay.
my favorite live action Batman is the Dark Knight, and this one, man, honestly, I think it's tied. And for me at least, you know,
Mhm.
I thought it was really good.
I'm no big DC fan, you know. I enjoy shit for what it is. I went in with no real expectations here. I just wanted to see a good sort of like dark kind of thriller, I guess, and that's what I got, and it exceeded expectations. I thought it was very good. I definitely think it stands up to, um, obviously it can't stand up to the whole trilogy, but it was a good first one. We'll see how it goes. I would hope that it can't get any worse. It can only get better.
Should we put
Um,
a spoiler tag up real quick?
Oh,
yeah. But I would give it I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for sure. I thought it was very, very well done. I loved almost everything about it. There was a few points where it was just like some kind of little corny moments or whatever, but I think that overall they kind of like read and progressed as like some like 12 issues comic arc or something like that. You got 3 hours, and that would be the equivalent of reading 12 issues of some writer's particular run on a comic book. I feel like so. A lot of people complained about the runtime, said that it was a little too long. I don't think so. I think it was just right and paced pretty well. It wasn't a lot of dull moments. It was a couple of little corny moments to me, I guess, but overall, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I thought the pacing was really great too. During the car chase scene, my wife leaned over to me. She was like, "How long is this movie?" And I thought she was about to. I was like, "Oh my god, you gonna fucking complain about this right now?" And then I was like, three hours, and she goes, "Awesome." And I go, "Fuck yeah, I made the right choice."
Hey, man, you got yourself a goth woman. She had to have loved it.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, if she didn't love it, you might have a case of the body snatchers going on. I don't know.
Nah.
It's not her. You got to second guess yourself.
Very true.
Yeah, that's how I knew it was good too, because Ashley really enjoyed it too, and she's like super squeamish and doesn't want to even see like a lot of violence, and like she's like an empath and shit, so she feels every hit, every gunshot, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But she even gave it a high rating. It was like, oh, that was really good. It was well done. So yeah.
Yeah, I would give it. Oh, were you still going to talk? My bad.
No, go ahead.
Are we just giving ratings right now and then getting into it?
Yeah. What would you give it?
I'd say it's a good like 9. 8.5 to a 9. Closer to 9. I would say it's a strong 9 for sure. Just because, it's what we all wanted, right? Just another dark, gritty Batman, but with more of a detective noir element to it. And I think they delivered on that for sure. I think they had really good modern reinterpretations of these characters, Riddler in particular. So we'll get more into that, but I thought he was really well done. And as far as adapting Batman villains into a modern day scenario, I honestly think they did a better job than with Heath Ledger Joker.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Quite the claim.
I'll get
I'm glad you pointed that out. The it being so modern, that is something that they definitely did very well. I agree with you 110%. Yeah.
And that guy Paul Dano, his acting was
Paul Dano,
stellar. Yeah, he the lines started to blur, like with Heath Ledger, where you were wondering, like, where did the acting stop and where did it begin? Because it was really good. For a moment, I was like,
You
oh
know,
shit, this is not how he is in real life.
he often plays a nut in a lot of. So you talking about the guy that played the Riddler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played a real nutty character in the fuck was that movie? He was pretty young though. It was like and it was set in like the 1800s or some shit.
Oh, There Will Be Blood. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. He was nutty in that, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. He was the what's his name? Daniel Day-Lewis's son or something, right?
Right.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he's a great
he
actor.
did
There's another one where he's like a
great job.
prisoner of a a prison. That was kind of the one that got him
The
really a
prisoner
lot
of
of
a
that.
prison.
He's an inmate. There we go. He's an inmate in some movie that's apparently very good. So I'm gonna have to check that out now too.
You know,
I had no clue. Again, I went in with no expectations, and I guess I went in not really knowing any fucking thing because I didn't even realize who he was until I looked it up after the fact. I was like, "Oh, that's that guy. He's always nutty." All right, okay.
What was your rating, Rick?
probably the same, like about a 9 out of 10. I think the moment, it's funny because it happened so early on, but I think the moment this movie won me over was when there was a lot of inner monologue.
Yes.
That's like such a crucial part of comics and of manga
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
Like I really like inner monologue, and when we hear that, it just adds a lot to things. Like I'm sure people here in the US, like some directors or writers, they think that like takes away from it. Like maybe it
Mhm.
like it walks you a little bit too much as far as your experience goes, but I really like it. Like I'm really used to, obviously the books are always like that, so that's how I always take in those stories. So it's really nice to get that inner monologue. Like,
Yeah,
he's
it
not
was-
just talking to someone and it doesn't make any sense, like, and it's just exposition with somebody else. Like it's him, talking to himself or like, writing in that journal of his.
Yeah, that was a good way to incorporate that in. I thought they did a good job of writing the core elements of Batman into, the story as far as so he's writing the journals and that explains the inner monologue. He's like creepy and stares silently without answering people for a long time because his contacts are doing the information gathering and recording and everything. I thought that was really smart, really
yeah.
well done.
The fucking contacts were stellar. I love that whole aspect. All of the detective shit, like we haven't seen that on screen with Batman in the past 20 years or whatever, I guess. So that aspect of it was great. I was talking to somebody, forgot who was saying this, but the only thing that I didn't like, I agree with them that one of the things that I didn't like about the whole like detective element was that he was solving the riddles mad quick.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he should have
don't
sat
know.
around Wayne Manor
Yeah.
thinking about it.
For a moment. I mean, they weren't like super complex, but he was just like, all right, fuck.
And also, I would agree with that, and also not in a bad way, but he definitely did do that. He definitely figured it out right away, which is, I think, was a good way of making him seem necessary to the police. You know what I mean? He's like
Mhm.
proving his usefulness, like right in the moment, and kind of turning those minds around. But
I
my friend,
love
I was
that
talking to
little.
a friend about it, who's like a really big Batman fan. My friend Noah, and he's he had so many thoughts on it that he had to like send me a couple of voice messages. But he
Mhm.
made some really good points too, and I agreed with most of what he said, even though overall we both liked the movie. But Alfred, we didn't get as much of him as we maybe wanted for having someone like Andy Serkis in the role, and he was really relegated to just like, oh, you're back here. I solved the cipher from the last riddle, and then he gets sidelined for the rest of it after that.
Mhm.
And then he also mentioned that he didn't think the friend that that is the girl that works in the bar or whatever, that is Selena's like roommate that gets kidnapped or whatever, that their relationship wasn't really well established enough, so he didn't really care about the girl all that much.
I agree with that 100%. I didn't even like that whole thing seemed like forced, and like that was one of the parts that I thought was kind of corny was Catwoman's sort of like relationship with her, and it seemed real like flimsy. Like, I don't know. It didn't even seem
Yeah.
like it was anything real. Like, I didn't like her acting around her supposedly being concerned about this friend and shit. Like, it seemed kind
Right.
of phony.
And
I
it
didn't
was
like that.
kind of done in service of it being a reveal, you know what I mean? Which like we're finding out that it happens and then she's already gone, or that this relationship exists and then she's already gone. So yeah, we didn't really have time to care about that. And then the orphan sort of parallel between all three characters wasn't so well explored either, and just because it was done in service of the mystery, right? So it's more of a reveal than a setup.
Yeah, I didn't like the final sort of like clue or whatever. Like either, I felt like it should have been some much bigger like payoff and shit. I said this too in a comment that this was like one of the reasons that I really did enjoy it a lot too was because it had a lot of parallels and similarities to one of my favorite movies, which is Seven. And this
Mhm.
was like superhero Seven to me in a way. Like it was that dark sort of like I don't know. It just had that vibe to it. Almost
It
like
was a lot like Seven, yeah.
copying Seven in a way, like inspired by, I guess
Yeah.
that's what you could say.
No
But
question.
But then then you have to ask the question, because there's a lot of stories that like obviously they're not exactly the same, but there's a lot of Riddler stories that are similar to the ones that we
Mhm.
saw in the movie. So does beg the
Yeah, see
question: chicken before the
that
egg?
yeah, I'm a little, I'm a little not, well, a lot. I'm not versed on any of that stuff. Like I said, I'm not a huge Batman comic book reader. I couldn't give you any callbacks to any real stories, anything like that. So, yeah, I posed that question to you, Rick. I guess then, like, what actual stories did this pull from? Was there any like particular comic book runs or
Oh
stories
yeah.
Yeah,
that this?
Pretty similar to
took
Long
from
Halloween, honestly. That's
it's
I
the
think
most
that's the
similar to
biggest.
Long Halloween, yeah.
Okay.
And it had some elements like of Hush. Obviously we saw that like little Easter egg where they
Yeah.
said the name Elliot.
Yeah, I caught that, but I didn't realize that there was like something that said Hush too until I saw
Oh
like,
no!
video.
Nobody ever said the name or anything like that.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
there was a
It was like
newspaper that
graffiti
had
somewhere,
"Hush"
right?
written all in caps on it,
Yeah.
and I
Oh
saw
yeah.
that
Yeah.
and I groaned audibly. I was like, if they're about to turn the Riddler into fucking Hush again, I'm about to walk out.
Oh no.
Mm.
Thank God that they didn't. I mean, they still made him cover up his face, but like obviously that was just because he does those live streams. He didn't want anybody to catch it. I really loved
Yeah.
the twist that he thought that they were working together.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was sick.
Same.
I really loved that. And
That's very funny. Yeah.
and I really liked that he just hated Bruce Wayne and that he didn't know that he was him. I mean, in the books we've had different things before. Like in the books, a lot of times Riddler knows that he's Bruce Wayne, but
Yeah.
he's the Riddler. He's not going to tell anybody that he's Bruce Wayne. Somebody else has to figure it out. Like he's not trying to tell people or anything like that. So I was kind of worried there for a little bit. I was like, damn, this motherfucker must know he's Bruce Wayne. He just
Me
ended up
too.
fucking
Yeah,
hating
that
Bruce
caught
Wayne.
me.
Some
Like,
people
damn,
think
man, this
that
dude.
he does know, but then like since it's being recorded and stuff, because they emphasize that there are cameras in the interrogation room, and
Yeah.
since like he knows it's being recorded and he doesn't want to like give away the secret, because he also has that one line saying that like a riddle's no fun if everybody knows the answer and shit like that. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm kind of on the
Okay.
fence about
Yeah.
that too. It is what it is.
Yeah, he's definitely like that in the books before, where he's just not told people because he doesn't want to. He doesn't believe that they deserve to know if they don't figure it out themselves, basically, kind of thing.
hmm
Very true.
So as far as the modernization of Riddler, while we're on the subject, I love that he was like straight up incel, like mass shooter, like Christchurch posting on the 8chan board before and live as it's happening. I think that's a fantastic reinterpretation of the character because Yeah, and this is where it takes the edge over Heath Ledger Joker, is because enough people watch The Dark Knight and were like, yeah, the Joker, Agent of Chaos, Gamers Rise Up. And like it became such a parody because he was so well done and so well acted and so beloved in his portrayal that it was a lot like how people think Tyler Durden is like the good guy in Fight Club, you know, and they're like, oh, Tyler Durden's the shit, man, you know, like young like frat dudes or whatever. And
Yes.
is completely missing the point of the character. So I think if anybody like actually like now that it's been not parodied, but you know, portrayed in this Batman movie, who is going to take anybody who thinks they are this Riddler type domestic terrorist incel character and like take themselves seriously? Like it's I think it was a really good lens put on that, like, you know, just that issue, that thing that exists that is like super messed up. And the fact that people were saying like, oh, he only had 500 followers though, but like this is, if we're thinking about it like an 8chan board or a 4chan board or any of those, it was like, yeah, 500 is like a alarming amount of people to be in a board like that. Not this isn't, you know, domestic terrorist Instagram.
And yo, 500 followers, but you know, he only needed like 20 of those people to come out and help him, like, you know, complete the task at the end of the movie and shit too. So like, yeah, it's still a dangerous amount of fucking people willing to like come out and commit some type of domestic terrorist act. Yeah,
And the fact that it culminated in like a mass shooting basically is like, okay, you know, this again, just a good interpretation. I think it did a better job of portraying that like side of things better than the Joker movie even.
What'd you guys think about the relationship between Gordon and Batman? I actually came into the movie a little late, so I'm not even sure how much I missed. I came into the movie during a scene where the Riddler was in, I guess, the first victim's house, about to kill him or whatever. So how much did I miss? Like 5
Missed
minutes?
nothing.
That's pretty much the opening scene.
Yeah, that's the opening scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Right.
don't
honestly,
see like
from
any.
the opening scene into the first monologue and appearance of Batman beating up the skull thugs.
Gotcha.
From that, when that scene concluded, I was like, yo, this is really good so far. Like, dang.
Oh, you know what? None of us have mentioned how the music helped put this whole shit together. The score.
Oh yeah, the score was really good.
Amazing. But yeah. What do you guys think about the relationship between Batman and Gordon?
I love how
I thought it was
casual.
actually really cute. Not cute, but like I was like, yo, I love these guys together, because from the moment that he's like calling him like man.
Yeah, I was about
like,
to say the same shit.
dude
I
or
love
whatever.
how Gordon calls him man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And then honestly, the scene when they're being interrogated, or where Batman has the one-on-one with Gordon and he's like helping him plan the escape, where they're like acting all intense while like speaking about the escape. I thought that was so good.
That was amazing. That was so good. And then when he punched him and ran out, all the cops were chasing him. I loved how, like, I mean, again, this shit was a cinematic comic book. Like, even all of the cops with their Italian accents and like, yo, what, even them questioning Gordon and like, yo, what, why are you letting this freak come into the fucking station? Like, what is wrong with you?
You know what's crazy is that a lot of those cops are cops from the books. They're all cops that, like, if you're like a big DC fan, you know those cops.
Okay.
It's kind of like a thing.
Sorry.
Some people say what?
Oh, people in the chat are saying, as far as like the flood, I thought it was like pretty well set up as far as why he did it, but in a cinematic sense, like you're saying, like the flood and everything, it's like a biblical reference. It's like obviously to wash the corruption out of the city, to cleanse the earth, the biblical flood sense, and then for Batman to fall in the water at the very end and then emerge baptized, reborn, whatever. It's all just symbolic stuff. It's it's kind of like a visual shortcut to make that point in a cinematic sense.
Yeah, and it was funny. I seen people complaining like, why the fuck would anyone live in Gotham going forward? And then when you think about the rest of the DC universe, man, Gotham ain't that bad. I'm sure the rent is mad cheap. It's fucking crazy. Not just that, but many, many worse things happen in other cities. Like most of the time, man, these fools are poisoning water supplies. They're giving you floods.
Yeah.
Like in Metropolis, like those cities get completely decimated. They get like teleported to different universes. Like, man, Gotham has a dude in clown makeup. Like it's
Mhm.
not a. It's really not that big of a deal when you compare it to everybody else's.
Gotham is
shit.
the parallels to New York City is, that's really what it is. People question why anybody would live in New York City all the time too. But as a native New Yorker, we are like super desensitized to like shit happening all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just a regular day when there's like some naked lady setting her tits on fire on the train or some shit. Like, it's just like,
Yay.
it's just a regular day. But yeah, I really did enjoy the relationship between Gordon and Batman and Gordon's portrayal. I saw a news report about a YouTuber who was complaining about the that the black actors, well, kind of complaining about the race swaps, I guess too, but also that um, a lot of the white characters were the bad guys in the movie, and the black characters were not and shit. I just found that really, really funny. But we don't got to really dive into that. I just thought that was really funny. I'm gonna link you guys to that video though in the chat at some point.
Newsworthy.
There was something else I wanted to mention too. Oh, how do we feel about that whole, not even after the credit scene, before the credit scene with the Joker and shit?
You didn't really need it, but
No, I kind of
of course they're
groaned.
gonna do it.
I was like, why is he gotta be here?
You know what's funny is that he's never said it. But you kind of almost wonder if Warner made him do it.
Oh, probably.
Because he said so many times, like in interviews, like very strangely, he said like, "Oh, I don't even know if we're ever going to see him again. I don't know that I would even use that actor again. There might even be more than one Joker." Like he didn't seem like he gave a shit.
He apparently
about
had
it.
2 more scenes cut. Like,
Yeah,
they didn't even use all the shit.
From like earlier in the movie or something, right?
I guess the opening scene to the movie was him in Arkham speaking to the Joker. And and when he walks in, he basically just tells the Joker like, "There's a new guy in town, and I want a profile on him." And then like he talks to the Joker about who he thinks the Riddler is, and et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was all cut out. And oddly enough, I said it last week, but I didn't.
That would have actually made more sense to tie it to give you a little more context for the ending.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it might have made that scene not that bad if they'd done it actually.
Right. Yeah.
I said last week, during the premiere and all the early screenings, like Russ never saw the Joker scene. Anybody that went to an early screening, any press related screening, they cut that out so that nobody would know. So that was cool.
It really didn't affect the movie at all. So
no, it's just yeah, I have to think that Warner made him do it because he said that he has no plans for the Joker, that he doesn't think he's ever going to use him again, or even that actor. Like the way he was saying it, just kind of seemed like, and he groaned at the idea, but it kind of seemed like he was forced into it.
Yeah.
How about that kid? Huh? That kid's going to be Robin, huh? Dude at the funeral.
Oh,
Just fucking, he was eyeing that kid like, what's your measurements, kid?
Drop the papers.
Hey kid, you want to be a soldier?
You know what's wild? That didn't even cross my mind at all. But yeah, okay.
You know what's funny? I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you caught it, Poncho. You're the only person I would expect to catch it. But was that a purposeful Office reference?
Which one?
Where he goes, and I'm like, is that Dwight crying
in the stairwell?
in the stairwell? I'm
What
like,
part was this? What? What
dude,
part
he
was
literally cries exactly like Dwight, and that's such a unique cry that I was like, this has to be purposeful. He stole it from
no.
Dwight. There's like a scene where he's in jail and he's like looking out his little window and he's like wailing.
Yeah.
He's going, and in The Office, when Jim catches Dwight crying in the stairwell after his breakup, you just hear like an echo in the stairwell.
Yeah. I
And to
definitely
the point where-
thought of that sound when Riddler when he made it, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely Dwight. But I don't think I was like, this is Matt Reeves' chance to honor The Office.
I honestly thought that, like, dude, this dude Paul Dano, he must be like a huge Office fan, and he totally stole this. It's such a specific cry and wail that I was like, this is hilarious.
That I would actually love if that was the inspiration.
It was so unintentional. It was hilarious.
What did you guys think about Zoe Kravitz's portrayal of Catwoman?
Oh, she was great.
This is the shit. It was awesome.
She was no nonsense.
Yeah, I thought
Great
that was
actress.
phenomenal.
She looked perfect. It was really good.
Yeah, she looked great, and I liked the choreography for all of her like fight scenes and like all of her maneuvers and stuff like that. It was really nicely done.
Yeah, she. I liked the the kind of silhouetted fight scene between the two of them in that when she breaks back into the apartment.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and the fact that they had her actually doing cat burglar shit.
Yeah,
that was great. But yeah, man, great movie. Great movie. We all give it a 9 out of 10 at least, right? Or like, you give it a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, for sure. 9 out of 10. Absolutely.
Yeah, very good. If you
I think if there's anything else,
if you sat through this and you still haven't seen the movie, then what the fuck are you waiting for? Get out,
bro.
For sure. Catch a matinee, do something. I will say I really liked the depiction of Gotham in this movie. This is like the most Gotham that shit has ever looked, dude. Especially when they went back into Wayne Manor and like he went into his parents' room. I was like, what the fuck? Are these dudes vampires or some shit like this? This is fucking crazy.
yeah. The set design for the Wayne Manor was very nicely done too.
Yeah.
Yo, if you guys, did you guys read? Do you know there's a prequel novel out that's canon?
I've been meaning to read it, but I haven't.
That shit is crazy.
Really?
It dives into how he built the Batmobile. Like he was a street racer when he was like 16, and like there's like his origin for how he realized that he gets an adrenaline out of like saving people comes from like that street racing like storyline and shit. It's crazy, dude. It's an interesting read. It's like there's an audiobook version that's only like 2 hours long. So like it's pretty sick. It's very cool. It dives into how like Alfred is like not MI6, but like another like high ranking British military whatever, and like that confirms that he is that and some shit like that. He taught Bruce how to fight, but then also Bruce went to college. Like it goes into his school, and like the way he goes through college is he'll constantly switch majors, and after he does like a quick course with those majors and basically gets that degree, he'll go to another school that specializes in these other majors, and they're all forensic science and shit like that, and like that ties into how he knows so much about all this tech, and like dives into like the more detective side of Batman and shit like that. So it's really cool. And that also ties into how he like the mythos of how like Batman travels the world, and then while he's in those other countries learning schooling, he'll also train in the martial arts of that country too, because Alfred
I like that. I like all of that. I love that.
Because Alfred had kind of drilled into his routine that like when he wakes up he does martial arts and shit like that for like his morning routine. So like when he went to other countries he'll do that shit there too, but train with like those masters and stuff. It's really sick. It's a really cool read.
Yeah.
I definitely got to read that.
It's very nice. I
All right.
also thought it was interesting how they linked Martha to Arkham. That was sick.
Yeah.
Like that was really cool
that
too.
was real sick. Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope, and it makes you wonder, like, honestly, like maybe I'm reaching, but we've heard rumors that they would do Flashpoint like
Yeah,
in
the
a in like
Flashpoint Martha shit.
that different universe itself. It'd be interesting if, like, I don't know, they touch on the Martha's Joker.
I don't know if I want to see any like universe hopping just yet for this particular universe. You know?
Well, I mean, Matt himself. Well, it wouldn't be in the universe, but still in the universe, if that makes any sense. That director for Batman says that he has no plans on him joining the Justice League or being anything fantastical. He said he's not into that. So
Yeah,
So
we were
they would-
discussing that earlier this week. Yeah, for sure.
Who do you guys think will be the villain for a second movie?
Honestly, it should be Hush. They do a pretty good setup of it because he's the reporter that or Hush's, I guess, dad or somebody like that in his family was the reporter that
Edward
Thomas
Elliott.
Wayne had killed by Carmine Falcone.
Well, some people
Or that
think that
Carmine
some
Falcone
people
killed.
think it's heavily implied that was Riddler's father who was killed.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, and that's why he's an orphan.
his last name was Elliott. Oh, maybe that's what I thought.
People. Well, not the everybody that's involved with the movie, like, really has been obsessing over Court of Owls. Like, Paul Dano said that, like, that's what he would want next, and he's trying to get Robert to read the book. So maybe Court of Owls, Alan. It seems like there's a lot of mystery in Gotham.
Yeah.
With like organization behind the scenes and manipulation and whatnot. Reeves also said he was interested in doing Mr. Freeze, so that'd be sick.
When he said that, I was like, "What's the line for a fantastical
Yeah.
review? A man
it's so strange.
cryogenically frozen and then has a fucking freeze gun? Like that's fantastical to you? Like I don't get it.
It's so strange because he said
I don't want them to stray from being able to like really build on and flesh out this whole like detective side of Batman and the cinematic universe and shit. So like when I hear the possibility of Mr. Freeze, it's just like, well, what's going to be the mystery behind that shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like some kind of big, like he just said, like, you know, like I don't.
Yeah.
Court of Owls seems more, mysterious and more like shit to figure out, and some whodunit in there, and like, so
something to do with the rebuilding of the city now that it's flooded or whatever.
Court of Owls
so
could
strange.
also. Oh, go ahead, Rick.
I was gonna say it's so strange because he wouldn't do things like Clayface or like all these other things, but he would do Mr. Freeze. Like, and I love Mr. Freeze. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to see Mr. Freeze. Like, he's one of my top villains I want to see because his backstory is just so great, and he just got such shit writing in that Schumacher crap. But that's strange. Like, he says he doesn't want to do Fantastical, but he's like, oh, but I want to do Mr. Freeze. Like, well,
Freeze for sure.
Where's the fucking line, man?
I was gonna say, like, if they do Court of Owls, they could also lean into like that mystery of how Riddler set up that like Thomas Wayne was corrupt, and like they could also they could start fucking with Bruce and saying that like, yo, your dad really was fucked up, dude. Like, I don't know, like check this out or some shit like that.
Man, it'd be crazy if they adapted Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh my god, don't even get me started. I would lose my fucking marbles if they did that.
All right, man. This was definitely good to be back out and actually in the movie theater and seeing a packed movie house. I'm sure it was crowded wherever you guys went as well, especially you, P. Nothing
I
ever
saw
happened.
matinee.
I think I said last week I got really lucky and I caught a showing that basically nobody was in it because it was like
that was MCA. Yeah, that's right. You did say that.
It was a sweet spot of like when people were getting off work, but when I was looking around, every other theater was packed as shit.
you know what's crazy is that my best friend lives in LA. Like, I don't know if you experienced this, Fabio. He claims that no theater within a 10-mile radius had a showing when he tried to go see it Saturday.
Oh,
last week. Said
I saw
everywhere's fucking sold out. This is bullshit.
I
I
saw
mean,
like
obviously,
Wednesday or Thursday.
LA's huge, so
Yeah.
it's hard to be like, oh, he's in LA. Like, there's fucking a million places he could have been. But yeah, he was having trouble finding showings for it on Saturday last week.
Man.
Yeah, this is probably the better weekend to try to check it out comfortably. But yeah, man, I really did enjoy this, man. Again, as a very like not huge DC fan, if that makes any sense. I still really enjoyed this.
We didn't even talk
And of
about
course-
Penguin either. Penguin was great.
Oh yeah, Penguin was really good too. I had to I asked Ashley if she knew who that was. I'm like, he's got on a lot of makeup. Can you figure out who that
I had the
is?
same
She was
conversation with
like,
Becca too.
she was like, no. And then I showed her after the movie. She was like, holy shit, like, wow.
Yeah, same reaction.
But yeah, Colin Farrell did a great job with Penguin. Like I said, all of the like cops and all of the like mobster dudes and all of that shit, it was like straight out of the comic books to me, man. They were all characters in their own right and shit.
Yeah.
You
know? Kyle Howes hit us with $10. He said with a let's see, quite a hot take. Not really. He said, to be honest, the main reason I wasn't a big fan was because it felt like such a weird move for the Riddler to go from wanting people to pay for their corrupt crimes to wanting to flood the whole last city. I think that's what started the whole conversation in chat about. I could definitely see how it's like a strange jump, but I also think that it's just like an escalation of his master plan. Because the whole city to him is corrupt, so flood the whole shit, whatever.
I saw a post from John Harmon this past week. He had a little like a little review on Facebook. It was interesting because he had a lot of nitpicks, a lot of like gripes and stuff with the movie. He had some valid points and shit. Might want to check that out at some point. Not right now, but you guys might want to look at it. And I know we all are friends with him on Facebook, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I had a back and forth with him on that post because his like he was complaining about the suit, and he was like, Nolan's Batman had the suit down, and he was in year one. I was like, oh yeah, you mean the fucking Bruce that has the backing of Lucius Fox?
Yeah, I was about to say the same shit.
That Bruce, like what are you? The one that's actually involved with Wayne Enterprises, that Bruce, the one that was trained by the Court of Owls. I mean, not the Court of Owls. I know what the fuck I said that. The League of Shadows or the League of Assassins, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They I think they go by both sometimes. It depends, I guess, on the story. But yeah, like that person, like that who you're talking about, like it's just so strange. Like nitpicks, like it's just such a different backstory for that Bruce that I think it made sense to me that he wasn't decked out like that his suit looked homemade, that the car was homemade. Like, it made sense. We don't know that there's a Lucius Fox there, and
I mean, even with that, it was still some pretty fantastic technology that he was using in the movie.
The contact lenses, not just that, but for all the and like it's so funny that in the Nolan movie, Christian makes a point to say like, I'd like to move my head. When he asks for Lucius's next upgrade of the suit, and he never does. He never does that. It's so funny that he says it because that never happens. So for all the advancement that suit had, that fool could never move his damn head.
Mm-hmm.
I will so like in another cool thing about the novel is they go into like how his like workout regimen or like his physical like goals are for this Batman to be more agile. It's not about like raw strength, but like he trained specifically for him to be like super agile, and then that's how he designs his suit too, is for like agility and shit like that. Which is strange because there were a couple of times where he was like super agile, but like I don't know,
not really.
wasn't really agile. But like I feel like
you wasn't leaned into enough.
Yeah, I feel like, but you can't like. For this movie being so grounded, how agile can you get, right? Like, you're never going to get to, like, Batman animated series levels of agility with Batman. Like, literally dodging bullets and shit.
No, the only way that would happen is if he, had some type of superhuman ability that that was
Yeah.
expressed. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
It leans into we were having a conversation with David Walton and Matt earlier this week where David was like, do you think his suit was like too OP because it like was so bulletproof? And I was like, this is year 2 Batman, dude. If I was 2 years into doing this shit, I want my shit as bulletproof as possible, dude.
As possible, word. Especially
the number one
if
way I
you
can
are-
die, like
Right, and especially if you're somebody who has expressed that you're not going to use any guns at all, and everybody on the streets got fucking guns and shit. Yeah, of course.
I thought-
I was surprised that not really surprised, but I kept thinking to myself like, they're gonna shoot this guy in the face
For real. Yeah, in the first fight where he fights those dudes in like the skull paint, like
Yeah.
the dude is right behind him, popping him in the back of the head like 3 times.
Yeah.
And like his
So-
helmet just like deflects all that shit, which is great. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also really liked that this fool just doesn't have everything figured out.
True.
Like he doesn't know how to be Bruce Wayne and be
I
Batman
love
at
that.
the same time.
I love that
Yeah,
he
like,
just like doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, he doesn't like as much as I love those Nolan movies. Like I said, for me, this is tied with Dark Knight. We did see sometimes way too much of Bruce Wayne. And this one like completely went the other way, and we all saw almost none of Bruce Wayne, and we saw Alfred kind of telling him like, dude, you have to learn how to be Bruce Wayne. Like you can't just be this person all the time. And I think that fits really well with the character having to learn to stop.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be weird if this dude was already knowing how to be Bruce Wayne and that he had to learn that balance. And I don't know. I like that this was different. Pretty much every Batman we've seen on a movie screen has known that balance or we've seen more of it.
Yeah,
and I like that he didn't have that.
Everybody's kind of got it figured out by the time we see them on screen. And like it just makes a lot of sense timeline wise if this is his second year. Like this dude, first of all, this guy's mentally unwell. So there's no way that he would be able to balance Bruce Wayne and Batman at the same time.
Yeah. I think they did a good job of paralleling, his journal writing to all like the manifestos that Riddler was writing.
Exactly.
There was actually a connection to that in the scene with the Joker that we never see, and he's like begging the Joker to tell him who this person is or what kind of person he is. Joker's response is, "He's just like you." And then he closes his cell door.
Oh, okay.
How
was it
menacing.
okay? When you guys were talking about the fact that he doesn't have it all figured out and shit, I do really like that bit in the scene where he's running from the police in the station, and he gets up to the roof and he's kind of like hesitant about
Yeah, he's kind of scared.
deploying. He's shook. He's definitely scared about deploying the wingsuit or whatever. And while he almost pulls it off without a hitch and shit, he didn't stick the landing and shit. And I like that whole part too.
I love that he fucked that up. He just slammed into that overpass.
He ate shit to the point where I was like, yeah, man, this dude might be down for the count. I don't know what's going on.
But I love that. That was that was real. That was just, it seemed really authentic and shit. Like
Yeah, it was great. It was great, like how rough around the edges he was. It really like helped sell that this is still just year 2, and he's kind of just like I'll try it, whatever. I love how like
he was kind of wilding though with some of those like scenes where he was just where he knows that these guys have guns and shit, and he's just like
he's unhinged,
all right,
bro.
you gotta go through soup, but like it's not, the idea is not to like test it to the limit. Like you're like move a little bit, bro. Like
yeah, your chin is exposed, dude. Like they could take your jaw out real quick.
for sure, shoot your whole jaw off with that Uzi, bro.
I love
Man,
my favorite
Batman
part
through
about
the wire, man.
him running from the cops was just the imagery of Batman in full sprint running through the hallways of the precinct, and like cops around him confused. Like, why the fuck is Batman running in the precinct?
And then the realization of like he did something wrong.
Yeah, exactly. This shit was so funny. Yeah, man, I thought it was great. It was a great movie. I saw it again, and I loved it as just as much. It was so great.
No doubt. I got to see it a second time. I'd like to sit with it on a second viewing and
Do you
really
believe my
try to catch some things I didn't catch first go round.
you believe my little brother watched that shit 3 times already?
Hell yeah,
Oh wow.
little brother's a real
Wow,
one.
man.
One last
He's
thing
like-
before we wrap it up. Haunted Dreams hit us with $5 earlier in the show, talking about. Did you guys see that new Empire magazine cover for Doctor Strange, where they just use a Doctor Strange figure?
What?
No way.
Did you see that?
You
I saw that
saw
earlier
it?
on Facebook. In one of the groups.
I think I remember scrolling past it and I was like, oh, I got to look at that later. And I never really did. I think that's what occurred.
Somebody had a comparison picture up. Of course, trying to scroll through Facebook now is useless because I will never find that shit ever in a million years. So
Sir.
hopefully next week we'll have the picture, but it was a comparison shot and it literally is the figure and they just Photoshop the joints out. I was like, dude, is this toy photography in 2013? What is going on?
Wait, which one is this? I'm looking for it.
Oh, did you find it? Or no, you didn't find it. You just looked
No, I'm looking. There's a few. What is going on? Is it like another big kaleidoscope image with a bunch of other
I think
characters, or
it's
is
just
it
yeah, it's him but he's in the middle, and he's just like it's just a normal pose for him. But you could definitely tell it's like the SHF for sure. But sometimes people do that shit a lot. Like there's a lot of articles that'll come out and a lot of like magazine spread, and they'll just use the hot toy.
Oh yeah, a lot of times they
We
just
talked about this several times on the show. Yeah, we talked about this a lot.
Here, I'm
Here you
sending
go.
it to you. Is it this one?
Oh, you found it? Let's see.
Yeah, I think so. I'm guessing by the shape of the cape that this might be it. Well, hold your horses. Dang.
Yes, this is
Oh,
it.
Rick got it. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
totally the figure.
Right here, yeah, for
It's
the
funny
Doctor
because
Strange.
they darken it hoping that you don't notice that it is.
Yeah. If you can, there's somebody I think in one of the groups or something where they actually just put the SHF like right next to it, and you're like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, because this is the Doctor Strange 1 design. He has the belts all wrong and stuff. So yeah.
Crazy. Empire, what are you doing?
Yo,
Somebody come get it.
speaking of weird images, how about that Deadpool shit, huh?
Going on with
I
Deadpool?
really wish that would have occurred.
Oh yeah,
with the Shang-Chi?
avatar from Shang-Chi.
Yeah, man. That
That's
would have
really
been
cool.
sick. Would have been also a fun way to intro him. Without
Yeah,
being
I
too
feel like
crazy.
maybe they're wanting to save his intro for something else. I think it would have been a fun way to intro him too, but then I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
that's all-
dude, yeah, look at the bottom left. That's the Mezco Strange. Look at
Oh,
that.
it's a Mezco Strange?
Look at the bottom left.
What am I looking at here?
More left. Bottom left corner. Look
Oh,
up.
right here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
2 figures? Come on,
Real?
Empire.
this can't be real.
Yeah, dude, that's straight up the Mezco. Yeah, look at it.
Wow.
If it was anybody else telling me, I probably wouldn't believe it. But because it's you, I 100%
Sure,
believe
yeah,
it.
without a
Right.
doubt. I didn't even question it. Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because
Wow, yeah, that's 100% the. I'm zooming in right now. Oh my god, that's the comic Mezco Strange.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Which, to be fair, is called Defenders Strange.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, somebody over there has got to be a toy collector, then, huh?
Yeah,
For sure.
there's no way this isn't on purpose.
For sure.
That's
Well,
crazy.
you know, we
Well,
can't
hell
top
outta
that.
Cool. I mean, it would just be so much easier to use like the art from the Marvel Legends packagings for like America Ferrara, America Chavez.
Oh, easy there, ugly Betty.
Yeah, sorry.
Going a little too superstore there, man.
Yeah, well,
It is what it is.
that might be the Mordo image from the Marvel Legends, though. I love there's a T-Rex there. We like barely glimpsed a T-Rex in the trailer. People are like, "Ooh, Savage Land," and there he is.
How long is this movie fixing to be? Like, they are just jamming a lot of shit.
I think
Well,
we know
you're
the
actually
one-
going to enter the theater, and then the Netflix logo is going to come up, and it's a 10-part episode, a little limited series kind of thing.
I think we know the runtime already, and I think it was fairly long.
Oh, it's
yeah.
like 72 hours. I want to live in this
130 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not that.
Interesting.
10.
Well,
Okay.
you know,
On that note,
Goodbye.
let's get out of here. Yo,
Yeah,
thank you
really.
to everybody who
That's how you
came
wrap
and
it
hang
up.
out with us this evening. I know it's a lot of streams going on Friday, so we do appreciate anybody who hangs with us the full time. We appreciate everybody who sent donations, who continues to send donations. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. As always, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
goodbye.
Bye.